All right, so roll.
Alright,
Everybody
you
roll.
know the rules. Roll D20.
Oh, I'm
It's
out.
highest you get it,
It's
right?
between you guys.
Why are you out?
Because I don't really remember what
I don't
was.
really remember
I don't
either.
really
I'm
remember
gonna
either,
roll-
but
I'm
we're
gonna roll
here.
as well.
We're doing it.
Okay.
Oh, Connor, suck it. You're the loser that's gotta do it.
Oh!
So, last session, we started out by packing up our camp. We traveled. I don't remember if we... Yeah, we did rest, but we saw a group of people that were sick. A guy, his wife, and 2 kids, and Arthas and I did some magic-y magic and healed them all up. Got some information. Oh, thank you. Damn. So yeah, we helped them out. Some of them were like really sick. And the husband was like turning to stone. So we healed them. I think we rested again. And the next day, we had that long fight where we saw a bunch of... that's when the storm happened, right? Woke up, big ass storm. We hid in a burrow because there's a tornado.
Yeah, we did.
And then
I wanted to fly into it, but you know.
We found the mud.
I said I was all for it. Then we kept going along, saw more burrows, and that's when those bug-ass looking bugs showed up. And y'all were just screwing around, playing in the dirt. And then y'all just hung out in a huddle as Sarah killed all of them by herself. And yeah, that was last session.
All right, that's D4 worthy. I'm okay with
That's
that.
exactly how the fight went down.
That's exactly how it happened.
I recall too.
It's now in the records. Official. It's canon.
Sam was like, "Can you guys
Sam-
please huddle around me? I'm scared to be alone."
To be fair, Sam threw a lot of punches last fight because they kept hurting him. I think I hit like every time, like 1 out of 3 punches every attack.
Yeah, it was rough for you.
I was throwing it on purpose.
It was rough for you. That's for sure.
I mean, I was just taking the damage. I went down to 19 health to be able to... someone had to get the kills.
Okay.
I went down to less, and then I healed back up because I used my wholeness of body, and I'm still at 28. So
We'll stay here, actually.
Well, I
Check that kill counter.
have a maximum HP of 154, and I'm at 12. So
Yeah, so we'll pick up.
62, and I'm at 19.
We'll pick up as the battle just ends. The storm has seemingly passed overhead, and you have the carcasses of these large bug-like alien-like creatures almost. They're very, very gross looking, million eyes on them. Just gross. Actually, no, they're in pieces. So you see their pieces of their carcass line the ground because they explode when they are killed.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So we'll pick up right there. The battle has just ended. Proceed.
Guys, I'm not feeling too hot.
yeah, me too. You guys want to like
Yeah, that was
rest find a spot to rest for a little bit?
Yeah, I think we should.
I'm
Take a
always
quick-
down to rest.
Take a quick rest. I want to look around at the aliens bug. Oh, I guess they're in pieces, right? They're just
Yeah, I don't
bugging
think there's
through.
much to salvage from this.
Yeah, the only thing left are like the tunnels they dug. That's really it.
I want to look around for any other signs of other tunnels, maybe.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
First roll back. Nice.
bad.
Not bad.
Awesome.
Balls, your first roll is 15. Liar.
First in-game roll back. Asshole.
So, with a 25 investigation, you notice there are hints of tunnels, not openings per se, but these raised sort of like mole tunnels, obviously larger, that snake about randomly seeming. They kind of start and then disappear, and then they reappear in various locations.
Do I see a direction that looks relatively clear of these tunnels? Of these mounds?
They seem to be on this side of the path. Sorry, other side. This side of the path.
Okay, so
They
I
don't
say,
seem to be. Yeah.
I go, hey guys, the tunnels appear to be off to my left here. I think if we stick to the right side, it might be a little bit safer.
So I'm guessing we should find a place to camp along the right side of the path here.
Maybe not even
Yeah.
camp, but
Is
just
there?
like
Yeah, we just take
lick our
an
wounds a
hour
little bit.
breather or something.
Yeah,
Just like hang out. Let's take a short. Yeah, just hang out for just a short time.
I want to like
a short
Sam,
time.
do you think you could take part of their body and use it to craft like a potion or something? Because they seem pretty toxic.
I could try.
They're acidic, or they're
They are.
acid based. There's
They're
no
yeah.
poison.
Well, yeah, but maybe
Right.
can I harvest some of their acid ichor thing?
You can make a nature
Can you
check.
mute yourself.
Nature check. Crunchy bed.
Crunchy bed.
Is that better?
Yeah, can't hear the conversation.
Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
I had the mic.
Gotta average out.
Yeah, that was a bad roll. With the explosion of these creatures and the mud and watered down ground, most of it has been diluted for the most part. You can't really salvage much acid.
I go, can't be done, sir. It's impossible. No one can do it.
Dirt's
Sam,
gonna do it. No, I'm just kidding.
Sam, that's a rock.
Yeah, I know.
That's
You
a
can't
rock
get
and
acid.
some a puddle from the rain.
I can't get acid from this rock puddle, Connor. Sarah, it's not gonna happen.
You know that is true.
I move over to this right side of the path.
Okay, so further down the way, the path continues in this very lightly wooded area. You can see the tornado that passed through didn't really touch anything in this area per se. The winds maybe knocked some trees down, but not much. And yeah, just further down this path, you see the openness of the Mornsa countryside. There's nothing, at least relatively close in eyesight, that's like a place to lodge, if you will. But you could continue down the path behind you or forward, wherever you want to go. Aresi is obviously this way.
Find a safe spot to chill for an hour.
All right.
I got a bandage my hands. They're a little burnt.
Okay, fair enough.
Or corroded, I guess.
Best move.
All right, so you make your way down the ways a little bit, far enough away to where you feel comfortable, not that you won't get ambushed by these onkegs again, but far, but you know, not too far. And you want to take a short rest, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone roll me a D8.
Who's feeling lucky?
I got it. Oh, never mind.
Ben's feeling lucky.
8. Look at my notes.
8 is probably bad.
Yeah,
Hey,
really.
All right.
you get attacked by 8 of them.
Yeah. The roll for how many?
8 dragons appear. You
No, not for you.
you find a nice place to sort of sit down where it's not too dry, or not too wet rather. You can find such a place. And you're off the beaten path a ways, just sort of chilling. The area around you, for the most part, is open, so there's no place to get low and hide unless you want to, like, lay in the grass. So you will be visible. And maybe 15, 20 minutes into your rest, you see a brigade of Red Brand soldiers making their way from where you... I guess I'll go back to this. So the direction, at least, will make sense.
So did we or did we not rest?
You're in the middle of your rest now.
We are resting currently.
So can I use
So-
half of my hit dice that I would have normally on a full rest?
No. So they're coming from this direction down here, and heading east. And there's maybe 10 or so on walking on foot, and then there's 4 or 5 on horseback, and you can see the red and black banner of the conclave. Some of them are bannermen are carrying them, and they seem to be fully kitted out in armor, wearing helmets and all. They're kind of in marching formation. About in total, about 12 or 15 people.
We can
What do
take
you
'em.
what do you choose to do?
I go invisible.
Okay.
Boom.
I say we just mind our own business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're not bothering
Yeah.
anybody. I think we just stay and
I go
Yeah, I was
invisible.
gonna
then.
say we just kind of hang and like we're camping almost.
Okay. So you guys are chilling where you are. Sam disappears, and eventually they make it near. I'll say you're close enough to see at least part of the battle site. Unless you wanted to go further, you can let me know. Would you have
I'd
gone?
say a little bit further, no?
Yeah, I would have said a little bit further because we didn't want to like. 'Cause I wanted to like be near them in case more came back.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah. So
exactly.
all right. So you can still see them in general. Stop for a few minutes. And about 3/4 of the way through your rest, they start to come into earshot and like well within vision. And you can hear just some of them giving instructions to the others, marching, general conversations happening. Most of it is silent, though, as their brigade marches forward. They don't seem to look at you as they pass you. A few of them just kind of look and like observe you sitting there. They get to about 10 or so feet to your right, and one of the guys on the horses, probably a captain of some kind, says, "Halt! Everyone halt, 1 minute." And the brigade stops. He will turn and point into the Mornset countryside proper, and you can see a pillar of smoke billowing up, way off in the distance. He'll turn to you guys and say, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
yep.
I kind of turn around and go, "Yes, sir. Can we help you?"
Have you seen any trouble on this path? We've heard rumors of some troublemakers walking about this direction, and I believe they may be over there, but have you seen anyone curious?
No, the only curious
No.
thing that we've seen is we saw some like bugs and some holes in the ground. It was really weird. Like everything was dead when we passed. I don't know, but that excuse me, that's about it.
We as well. All right. Be safe.
You as well.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
And they will head off in the direction of the... I guess I could have showed you better on this slide. Sorry. I'm shaking off the rust, too. So I'm going to say you guys are... Oops. You guys are about here-ish. There.
I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
okay.
there? I thought we were
I gotta
further.
zoom in.
Damn.
The battle was about maybe like here-ish.
Okay.
So you are leaving the more wooded area of the plains. And I would say the tornado stuff kind of happened in the middle here. Just kind of came through and
Okay.
left. And the smoke is in this direction. Okay, so now that we have our bearings, looks like a face.
Wait, where's the smoke again?
It's this dot here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's far away enough to where, it's not bothering you necessarily, but you can see it for sure. All right. With that as well, good weather. Good fortune and good weather seems to be rolling in after that shitty morning. It is now early afternoon, and you
Good.
guys have taken your short rest.
Nice. All right.
All right.
Nice.
I can roll some hit die.
Yep.
Mhm.
I also, with the remaining like vegetables and stuff that I had gathered and bought, would like to use my chef thing to give everyone a. Oh god,
Is that per short rest?
it's per short rest. Everyone gets an extra 1d8.
Sorry, that's for me.
Cool.
And when
We
you
get
restore
extra-
hit dice, do you add? Is it just the die, or is it plus your con? Oh, it's plus con.
Your con.
So what's that about an extra D8?
You get an extra d8 recovery.
Okay, so I just get to roll a 3D8 pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Try stop. Oh, nice, sick 8.
So it'd be 20. 39.
I'm probably just. use like.
79, and then we can just roll. We roll the d8.
Yeah, unless Tony wants to do it.
No,
I will-
everyone
I will-
gets their own D8. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do 5d12. Okay, so 56 plus.
I think that's 2 more.
All right. I also have some good news.
12, 14.
I will share it with you in a second.
Good
Oh.
news.
While you guys are
We
doing
found a token that levels us up by 5 levels.
it. And then back by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me know when you guys are all done with that.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, I just didn't know how much I
Yeah,
would
I'm
need.
done.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done.
good.
All right.
I'm
So
good as well. I'm just... All good.
I have taken the liberty of leveling Dirt up. So I will send you his news
Oh.
character sheet. Dirt has in fact seen enough. So he is now a level 1 goblin.
Let's
Hey.
go.
Yeah, Dirt.
And I will send this. I'll just send it to the general
Power
chat in
leveling
case
with us.
whoever
Yeah.
is.
We got power level Dirt.
Yeah, we got to do some training with Dirt.
All right. So I'm just gonna send it
Go
in
fight
the
some boars.
regular chat here. This is Dirt, so you guys can take a second to read it. Ben, if you want to pin that, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We need to give him the XP share, honestly. Does he
Yeah.
get a longsword?
Yeah, he picked one up.
Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Do we have any rare candies?
So I added this cool feature where he has a leader, which in this case would be Arthas. When Arthas is attacked, he can jump in front to protect the goblin, the leader, taking all the damage.
Oh, but we don't want him to do that. I
He
feel
can.
like.
It's a I know
We
it-
probably
Do it
don't
right
want
now.
him to do that.
it's a reaction. So you know.
Yeah, but he would die.
Dirt the tank.
Yeah, but if it's gonna save Arthas, you never know. So I just figured, especially later on down the line when he starts to get more health, this may be more useful.
In any of this downtime, can I start trying to teach?
And his
Dirt
armor
about
class is 18. Yeah, I figured you have been.
Okay.
It's actually
I just
so
wanna make
sick.
sure.
His AC is 18.
I'm really happy he's become like, even though we kind of fucked him up mentally.
He's a
Or
character.
I fucked him up
But I was
mentally.
gonna say, who's this
And then
we?
Thorn fucked him up physically.
I'm really happy that after all the emotional abuse that he's suffered, that he's a part of the party.
He's got Stockholm syndrome.
And I also gave him a little buff to his attack, where if he's near one of you guys within 5 feet, he can deal an extra 2d6 damage once per turn. Just so he's like, you guys are level 12. I mean, it's not like a lot, but it's better than him being like doing
Yeah.
a d8, right? Okay. So there you go, Ben, or whoever needs to use Dirt.
Mm. Sorry, I'm chewing. While we're on this short rest, actually, no, I shouldn't ask you this. I should look it up first before I ask this stupid question.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, never mind.
So, as you guys collect your things again and your thoughts, feeling a little bit better, you notice Dirt as well seems to be a little stronger, a little more confident, let's say. But you collect your things and head back out on the path. So, is there going to be a marching order here, or are we just kind of chilling? What do you guys
I go
want?
first.
I'll be far from Dirt wherever he ends up.
I'm gonna be in the middle trying to hide, like Assassin's Creed it.
Me and Dirt, I guess, Sarah, since you're the tank, you'll be up front.
Yeah, I set him up front.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
All
I'm
right, close.
Assassin's Creeding it in the middle.
So then me and Dirt will be behind Sarah.
Okay, so then I'll be all the way in the back.
Let me just move your tokens. I think this is a better way to do this. So just move yourselves to the order at which you'll be in. Oops. And then that way I know.
Where is this? Is dirt, right?
Yeah, that's dirt. I even upgraded his token.
Oh,
Well, he doesn't have a shield, but whatever.
So,
You win some, you lose some.
Do you want to
Oh,
put
wait,
this up? Okay. Oh, I just lost.
There you go.
Okay,
We're
perfect.
here.
Alright, so I guess we're going here.
Where am I?
It's like playing Mario. You're
Is
going in
Connor
between
cutting
levels.
out for anyone else? Or
Shows
is
them
it just
crossing
me?
the map.
A little bit, but not much though.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are actually doing pretty well for health. Nice.
Yeah, I used half my hit dice.
Okay, so you continue on into the now that the morning storms are gone. It's a temperate day on the countryside. It's a Sunday, which is considered a holy day. So not many travelers are on the path. Only those who need to get places to be, such as yourself.
Heathens.
Yeah. So not much foot traffic, although the ground still bears the scars of foot traffic Monday through Saturday. Is there anything you'd like to do while walking, or do you just kind of want to fast forward a little? You guys can let me know.
Is this a new day, or can I use that thing to try and
I don't
get
have anything in particular.
some herbs, or did I do that today? No, this is a new day, right?
Yeah, this is a new day.
I can try to gather my herbs.
You wouldn't have done that in a rainstorm.
Okay.
Yeah,
If I
Yeah, well,
see anything that I could hunt, I'd like to, but I'm not gonna
nothing
go out of
in a
my way.
rainstorm.
All right, make a survival check, Scorn.
Nice. 10 or higher. I got it.
Oops.
I can locate some sort of plant or fungus in
Okay.
a 150-foot radius.
All right.
Do you want me to D100 it?
Yes.
Hit that D100.
69. Damn it.
Ah, close.
All right. So, you find along the rather, boring landscape of the Mornstead countryside of the tall grass. You're leaving the section of trees that would surround the glades. You find a flower. It's
Ooh.
light blue with petals, light blue petals, and they grow in the shape of a tornado.
It's a sign. We just had
It's a
one here.
sign. I should have flown into it. Damn you, Scorn.
It's always my fault.
They are, if brewed in tea specifically, or boiled in liquid and drank, also known as tea, they give the ability for the user, whoever drinks it, the consumer, I guess, to gently float 5 feet above the ground for approximately 1d4 minutes. It's a feeling of basically weightlessness that you undergo. And yeah, it's an experience. You've read about these. They only grow around this area.
Only after a tornado.
Well, actually, I actually updated the table based on the tornado. It's not only after, but things did change based on the tornado.
Does it have a name?
Yes, it's called Zephyr Bloom.
Nice. It's an SAT word.
It's also a great Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
No.
Ruined it.
So how many of these do I have?
You have only enough for 1 cup of tea.
Okay.
Not pot, but 1 cup. They are extremely rare, and they actually taste quite
Smells
sweet.
hot.
Scorn, you rolled survival. You managed to actually find only a few small, groundhog type creatures. Pretty beefy though. You managed with that roll. Also, you managed to get 2 of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is pretty adequate for a meal later, I'd say. If you kind of
Groundhog stew.
groundhog
Ooh.
stew, yeah.
That's groundhog soup.
Okay. Fun fact: I watch a channel on YouTube, a survival channel, and the groundhogs have a very like a sack in them that is like the stink sack, and if you cut it, it completely destroys the meat. Fun fact.
Another fun
I would know
fact.
that.
Another fun fact. Steve uploaded 2 more videos.
Hey!
He did. I saw. I didn't see them, but I saw that he uploaded them.
Is it him making his own MREs, or are they?
No, not this time.
Okay.
But he eats one out in the wild, like while he's camping.
Yeah.
So he does a field test.
Oh, that's a quality. That sounds like a quality Steve video.
Although
First
you
thing
can
I
tell
do-
you can tell he's a little rusty.
First thing I do is cut out that stink sack.
Yeah. Well, when you prepare it, I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
You were
Now,
careful in
question,
your
you
hunting to
saved
not.
The prettiest girl gets the stink sack, right?
Scorn, do you save the stink stack for a distraction later?
Is that canon that these groundhogs actually have stink sacks?
I mean,
It's
they're
not-
Hey, he's the
And
DM.
it's wildlife.
yeah. It's that's a real thing. That's a fun fact.
This isn't lore. This is real life, Scorn.
Well, but I don't know if they're actual groundhogs or if they're fantasy groundhogs. I don't know.
What is a fantasy ground? Tony, this is ridiculous. Preposterous.
It's like it's
yeah,
like
sure. I'll save the stink stacks. I'll give them to you, actually, Sarah.
it's like
Because the
Add
prettiest
two
girl gets
stink
the
sacks.
stink sack.
it's like squirrels at colleges are just different because they're more educated.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
That's a known
educated.
fact.
College-educated squirrels.
Yeah, with degrees. All right. So after all of that shenanigans
By 2 groundhog stink stacks.
have gone down, you guys continue down this path, and eventually you make it to an opening in the tall grass that's kind of been mowed down, and you see beautiful yet old walls, like brick walls with gold inscripture in them. There's columns at each joint. You can see a large, it looks like gold, you're not quite sure if it is gold, statue of a beautiful woman with a trident almost, wearing a long flowing gold dress with elf ears and long hair that's kind of falls down at her sides. And she has a very small cape, all made of gold. This beautiful statue kind of sticking out of the ground, high above these maybe 4 or 5 foot high walls. You can hear the gentle neighing of horses, hushed voices, as you guys, or first of all, what do you want to do, if anything?
I think I'll approach it.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm gonna let Scorn take the lead on that. Seems like a very wild mother thing, so I'm gonna.
all right, I will copy your tokens. So, you guys make your way over to this. What you can see now is a shrine of some kind.
Do I recognize the figure in the shrine?
You can make a religion check. Anyone who would like to do so can as well.
I was gonna actually ask to do that.
Yeah. Religion. Bam! Got that 4 in.
Got that 9.
Okay. So those of you who rolled over a 13 would recognize this immediately as Avandra, the change bringer, the
Of
change
course
heart.
it's Avandra.
Yeah, she's well known for her shrines on long traveled roads.
What do we know about this god?
With that role, she is basically she's the goddess of traveling, of luck. She is a believer in change, like change is inevitable, and also implicit in that is the freedom that travel brings, the freedom that you experience when traveling through nature on your own volition, and in the freedom that nature provides naturally. So there is like also like rise against tyranny, preserve freedom, but not to like preserve like an
Yeah.
empire, but to travel basically.
According to this wiki that someone put together, I'm not sure who, it says here that Avandra is also known as she who makes the path, and she champions freedom, travel, trade, and adventures across the lands Avandra calls no domain in the plains her residence, instead eternally wandering through the outer plains where serenity can be found, distantly watching over the potential of mortals.
Yes. So people who travel here often, if they're believers, give little offerings to have favor on their travels down whatever they're doing. This is one of many, but this happens to be rather old. You can see the age definitely is shown in the stones, the sort of raised platform. Despite that, you would expect it to be in a lot worse condition for the weather that passes through here. But the raised sort of altar platform is clear of debris and leaves, and the area around seems to be largely gardened in some cases. But nevertheless, you see this beautiful statue, these butterflies that cling to it. They almost seem like attracted to it some way. And you can see a bunch of people kind of here talking, relaxing, their horses are grazing. And you see two people kind of on their knees, eyes closed. Looks like they're in the process of praying. And on top of that platform, you can see some small offerings. Not like gold or anything, but idols or flowers, you know, basic offerings.
Should we leave some kind of offering as we're traveling through?
I think so. Jared, is it like sacrilege to pray to or like leave an offering for like a different god that you don't worship?
No. As long as the way that the Pantheon works, the only time it becomes an issue is if you worship a deity of chaos.
Okay.
Meaning, if you believe in a deity of chaos, the other ones are very vain and
Yeah.
selfish, because followers equals power. But these
Right.
deities of order are more relaxed, and a lot of people believe in multiple of them, especially on other continents. Like some continents have 5 gods in their pantheon.
Right. Right.
So short answer, no, it's
Okay.
not. But good question.
Then yeah, I think we should definitely leave an offering. Can't hurt. And maybe we should
What are the offerings that are on the? Like you said, they're small offerings. Like, is it? You said it's not gold or anything. But
No, it doesn't seem to be anything of like value that you could trade for currency. It's more like knickknacks, personal items, and like flowers and bits of nature.
I'm gonna leave. Sorry, I'm gonna burp. I don't want to burp into the mic. I'm gonna actually kind of. I don't. No, that might be sacrilege, so I'm not gonna do that.
You guys do notice this woman here seems to be dressed as though reminiscent of some sort of priestess of some kind. She definitely, like, her garb denotes that of someone who is dedicated to the faith.
Can I kind of approach her and just see if she's like saying anything or in the middle of like? I don't want to interrupt her if she's.
Yeah, make a perception check. You don't even have to necessarily approach. Whoever would like to perceive as well can.
I would like to just leave an offering.
Okay. You can see that she is sort of guiding this young lady next to her, in worshiping. She's sort of like talking her through the steps.
So, I want to interrupt politely.
Okay.
Just, excuse me. Do you have a second?
Yes, Katrina, you seem to be fine. Yes. Yes, milady. Thank you. She'll turn to you.
I go, hi, I go, hi, my name is, Chauncey Benson. I'm here, traveling with, some friends here, and we've come across this area. There's some significance to it, yes?
Of course. You're new to the Mornstead countryside, huh?
Yeah, forgive me.
And your friend's there, and she looks at you guys. Everyone is welcome. Come on in. Don't be shy.
Well, I just had a quick question. We're trying to understand here, and we don't want to disrespect in any way. So, what would be a proper offering to leave here as we travel through for safe guidance on our journey?
What I recommend to all travelers who wish to offer to Avandra is offer something that holds value to you, sentimental value, something you wish to impart on someone else, to make them happy or to bestow upon them emotions of positivity. Avandra takes a liking to personal items that mean something and aren't just materialistic.
Oh, that was already what I had in mind. Let's go.
This can be as simple as a flower you like, the color of or the shape of, a necklace given to you by a loved one, or a note or a drawing of something that you want to offer Avandra. Something with more personal value than materialistic value. Although you can offer gold, that's always welcome.
So I'm gonna go over to Dirt, and I'm gonna try. Now, since he's learning Common, how should I go about? Should I still talk to him in Undercommon, or?
Most of your
Do
conversation has to be in Undercommon, but there are certain. What you've instructed him is to respond in Common as best he can.
Yeah, we need to immerse him in Common. That's how you learn.
Oh, I'm gonna speak to him in Undercommon, and I go, hey, Dirt, we're looking for safe guidance on this journey, and I know you've been whittling some statues. Do you think this statue is important to me, the one that you made for me, and this offering we're supposed to leave something that makes us happy and has personal meaning? Could you make me another wooden statue of me so I can leave the one that you made me here because it is important to me?
Dirt is
kind of respect.
Dirt is working on a statue, actually currently, like a little wooden idol of what's it called? Of the statue that you saw in the underneath Farnfoss, by the way. That statue of the large dragonborn. He's never seen one before, so he's kind of copying it from memory. Dirt will respond and say, yes, Dirt, make statue.
And I go, Dirt, is it okay if I leave the one here that you made me?
Dirt gives statue to friend. Statue is friend statue. You would read that as it's your statue. Do what you want with it.
Okay. I didn't want to insult Dirt. It was hard to read that.
How dare Fred?
my role. That means my roleplay of Dirt is fire.
Friend has a lot of nerve.
I'm gonna take one of my rare flowers, the Ice King one, Breath of the Ice King, and I'm gonna put that one on there.
Okay. As you do that, Jillian will say, "Thank you for your offering."
I'm gonna put down that whittled statue of Dirt, me that Dirt made, because it's important to me.
How big this asshole putting down a statue of himself?
Sareth, what
He's like, this statue's better than that statue.
Well, I'm gonna put it down, but then I'm gonna go stand behind Dirt and put my arm on his shoulder, kind of like Big Brother.
Actually, this is the first time. Go ahead, Connor.
Oh no, go ahead. Because mine's aside from that.
This is the first time in a long time where you've been in civilization or at least seen people, and no one has batted an eye at a traveling goblin.
I didn't even think of that.
It's
just so you know.
That's why you didn't think of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what are you gonna say, Connor?
Turn to them and be like, "What the fuck? There's a goblin here. You're not freaking out." I am gonna take this my ceremonial lantern, which I'm 90% sure was from this the big festival or whatever after we rebuilt.
It was Midsummer.
Yarn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna place it.
Or Summer's End. I'm sorry. Okay, so you place the lantern. Jillian will say to all of you, "Thank you for your offering." Scorn, what did you place?
I wanted to look around and gather a few stones. And I'll take out my letter that I got from my old boss that was basically firing me.
Okay.
And I want to write the word freedom on the back of it and put the rocks in a sculpture on top of the note to hold it down.
Awesome. She'll say to you as well, "Thank you for your offering." The people around you, this guy here seems to be sipping on a fresh pot of tea he's made. These two over here are a kind of in-depth conversation. They're wearing rather nice armor. They almost look like knights of some kind. This one here is elven, and this guy here is just human. And then these two here, they look like almost twins. They have the same hair, same sort of facial structure, and they are both what looks like barbarian in some way. And then the lady in front of you looks to be like some kind of druid. She's a druid human.
Do I recognize the two twin guys?
You can make a history check.
Okay.
They're your twin. You look just like them. You're triplets.
You've never seen any. They seem to be well put together barbarians like yourself, so you would assume they have probably diverged from the herd early on in life and settled into the common world. But you've never seen them.
Okay, I'm gonna approach them.
Okay. They are kind of in mid-conversation as you approach. The one on the left, wearing nice silver silk, almost like attire, like almost like a gown. It looks like turns and says, "Hello, my friend."
Hello. Could not help but notice that you seem to be barbarians like myself. Is that correct, or I don't want to assume? But...
This is correct. Yes.
And I was just wondering, did you have any connection to the herd up north?
This figure here will look at his brother. We have not been to the herd in many years. It's been some time. I would say our connection is loose at best.
Well, I would say the same for myself. It's very nice to see someone who, understands me a little bit. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Basha, and he'll extend his arm out. And then the other one says, my name is Christoph.
Christoph, nice to meet you. Basha and Christoph, all right.
You can see that they're drinking from a clear glass, or not a clear, a bottle with clear liquid in it. And it smells very strong of alcohol. You would recognize this as, it's called horse mead. And, yeah, it's not a great name.
It's slightly yellow.
But it's nicknamed that because the herd travels frequently with horses and whatnot, and the mead sits on the back of the horses while it's fermenting.
Is it salty at all?
It's kind of murky.
It's very strong alcohol, but you remember it from the herd, for
Nice,
sure.
nice. So what have you guys,
Cold.
been up to since diverging?
Christoph and I have been traveling, looking for work. We are coming from Brofton, doing some freelance hunting for the people there. But other than that, we've just been traveling looking for work. And
Did you say
Christoph will...
Brofton or Bryoden?
Brofton. It's it's east from here, further south. It's a small village, not too large.
Okay. Well, if you're hunters, I suggest, there's a town west of here called Bryoden, and I hear that their hunting guild is actually having some trouble finding meat, and so I'm sure they could use two skilled hunters like yourselves. And I also happen to know somebody who is, holds high standing in the Hunters Guild, and I could definitely pass his name along to you if you're interested.
This would be very interesting for us. What is this name?
His name is Rodrigo. You could tell him that, you could tell him that Michael sent you. Yeah, tell him that Michael sent you.
Well, thank you, Michael. This is very nice of you. Christoph and I, we hope to join this guild, at least check it out. It's been rough traveling through here. It's been a little bit dangerous for people like us, especially more east you go. Just a fair warning.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the heads up.
But you seem capable, and your friends you traveled with seem capable. It
I
should be
can
no
hold my own.
problem for you.
No problem. And what did you mean by that specifically? I mean, do you mean people are giving you weird looks, or more that there's just like, monsters and stuff?
There is a pre-established notion that people like us are dumb and are incapable of existing in society. And it often shows in the form of looks, comments, and sometimes foul treatment, physically.
Yes, I can understand that for sure. Well, where I recommend those people should treat you right. So hopefully, you find some refuge from that there.
This is good news to hear.
All
They'll
right, well,
offer
good
you a
talking to you
drink
guys.
if you'd like it. If you'd like to take a drink.
I'll try some. Yeah.
Okay. It's been a while, but
Constitution saving throw.
no, it's not. You don't take that much.
Immediately wasted.
It's very
It's the
strong.
most potent alcohol on the planet.
It's a
One
strong
drops
proof.
like a sack of potatoes immediately.
It's been a while since you've tasted it. You make a face, and they kind of both laugh. You all laugh about
It's
it.
been a while. It's been a while.
What do you? What's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just kind of hanging. I want to. Would I know if there are elves in the conclave?
Oh, absolutely, there are elves. Yeah,
Okay, then.
there's elves all over.
I'm saying a prayer to
Okay.
Avandra and like help watch over Lana.
I'm just gonna hang with Dirt and maybe kind of keep a side eye on the two knights here.
Okay. Sam.
I'm just kind of chilling.
Okay. Jillian will continue helping this young lady here. All right. If there's nothing else you guys would like to do, then head out if you'd like.
I think, yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
done.
I'm good. I just wanted to leave my piece
Sounds
and
good to
hope
me.
for good offerings on our travels.
Okay.
Some good divine intervention.
So, leaving this beautiful shrine behind, saying goodbyes to your brethren from long ago, it seems, Scorn.
Yes.
You guys continue down your path to the Mornstead Byway towards Oresi. You travel for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. The sun is starting to set. You're starting to feel hungry, and it's starting to get to the point where you can bed down. And in fact, almost like it's been designed this way, there is yet another camp about a full day's travel away that you end up staying at. This time,
Hell
it seems to be half occupied. As you roll up, there are two people there, a young man and a young woman, who are kind of camping out of a small caravan. See a horse is eating off to the side. They've already started a fire, but they have taken up half of the camp. Do you choose to take the other half?
Maybe introduce ourselves. Like, is it close? Like, would we be close to them?
I think if we don't have to introduce ourselves, we probably shouldn't.
Well, no. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, there's only one fire pit. Sleeping arrangement-wise, I mean, you could distance yourself enough, but you'd have to share the fire pit.
What do you guys think?
I'm fine with it. I'm always down to meet people.
Yeah, I mean, if they're fellow travelers, it might be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a huge problem with it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just being extra cautious.
Why don't you all can make a perception check again, and
I just am more concerned about their reaction to Dirt. I want to see.
That's
now that
true.
you-
Yeah.
okay. You notice that they're traveling pretty like from what you can see, they don't have much by the way of weapons. They have very crude armor. The guy you can see has a crossbow he has leaning up against the stump of the camp. Probably more for hunting than for shooting any like problematic people. No swords, a few knives, but very modest. Just like a couple traveling, it looks like, picking up whatever they have. Yeah, needless to say, if anything will happen or could happen, you're confident that you could probably blow these people over. Just run through them.
I could float for a few minutes and have them convince someone. God.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you choose to take the other half of the camp?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so you enter, and they seem to pay you no mind. I will roll perception. Yeah, they don't really think twice. They just kind of keep to themselves, eating what looks like a very heavily scorched and burnt, like half of a raccoon that they may have caught earlier. Scorn is definitely wincing at the fact that this is well done.
Oh yeah.
It's borderline charcoal.
Like Carl likes it though.
But nevertheless, they don't really pay you any mind. And are you like actively hiding Dirt, or are you just walking in with him?
No, walking in with him, I'd rather. I mean, since it seems we can confidently take them, I feel like we could stop them if there's any, trouble.
Okay. Yeah, they don't seem to notice. So what do you guys choose to do? You just want to make
can
your
beat 'em
tents
up.
and
Yeah, set up camp.
all right. Scorin, are you going to cook over the
Yeah, I'll
fire?
prepare the groundhog meat.
Okay. You can make your
Do
cooking
these
utensils
people
check.
look particularly like hungry or malnourished or something?
I was wondering that.
Prepare food. I like that. It's a funny check. What did you ask, Dan? I'm sorry.
Do they look like really hungry or malnourished or anything?
With the perception rolls from earlier, they seem to be low class citizens, and their horse seems to be rather skinny, not too strong. They themselves fit into the lower class pretty well with their clothing and their relative weight. By no means are they like paper thin, but you gather that you've seen enough of these people where they would always be down to have more food.
All right, Scorn. Sorry. What's your name?
I highlighted it in the document.
Claude. You can give my portion to them. I have some rations I can eat.
Okay.
All right, so what are you preparing, Scorn? Just groundhogs? Are you making stew or something?
We've had stew a lot. I'll try to make these. I'll try to make like some groundhog steaks. How about that?
Okay.
Scorn, did you want Claude? Did you want these sacks back?
No, not for the steaks. You can keep them.
Are you sure?
I'm all right. I won't need them.
All right.
Dirt's kind of looking at him.
That looks like it could be good.
Hey, Dirt doesn't mind. All right, so you prepare the food. You guys camp up for the evening. Do you want to make contact with them at all? Actually,
we're gonna have to if we're offering.
At
yeah,
some
Arthas,
point,
do you want to walk a plate over or something?
at some point in the early, sorry, one sec. At some point while you're eating, you actually hear the crying of a baby, and the woman gets up from her stump and walks into the caravan.
So I'm gonna carry one. I'm assuming we bringing over a plate, 2 plates. Like, what's going on?
My portion.
Yeah, I'll save a little bit. I'll just maybe eat like half a portion and then have like half rations.
We also have rations and stuff.
Yeah, so I have.
Not like this is the only thing we have.
Organize this so there is enough for them to be like 2 full plates for them.
Okay, I'll have rations. I'll cook, but I won't eat my food.
Well, you gotta taste.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll do that, but like.
Do you have tasting spoons? Because I don't want you to keep like dipping.
I have a full set of cook's utensils. I'm good.
Okay, wonderful. Just
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he
So-
does have a really fucked up pot.
No, he got rid of that.
No, I got a new one. I made a point of.
So
All
I'm
right, just
gonna.
want to make sure.
So just to help Dirt with initiating contact and Tony actually put it better earlier, like immersing him in common and like common folk culture. I'm gonna bring over one of the I guess like plates or whatever it is. I'm gonna have Dirt carry the other, and I'm gonna instruct Dirt to try and offer to them the food in common.
Okay.
And as I approach, like it's very non-threatening. I'm gonna have like a smile on my face, like.
So are you choosing to approach when the woman comes back? I'm assuming. She'll because she's gonna come back with her baby, kind of rocking the baby near the fire.
I'd do it before she comes with the baby in case like she kind of freaks out.
Okay.
That's a good call.
So right now you're just gonna deal with the guy then.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And so I said to Dirt, like as we're walking over in Undercommon, I go, "Listen, Dirt, like you can do this. I believe in you. Just at the best you can. Just say we're traveling. We had some excess food. We had some leftover food. This is for you."
Dirt nods.
This is gonna go terribly.
Okay.
Here, food.
They're just gonna kill a guy.
So you walk over. As
You
so
were
does
offering food.
We eat your leftover food.
as you start to get close to the fire and near their side of the camp, the man is gonna put his plate down and just sort of not like down, but like lower and just look at you as you start to come closer. not necessarily threatening. He's just making sure that
Mhm.
he's not about to get jumped. You do make an insight check, actually, as you walk over. He seems a little bit uneasy, not necessarily. I mean, you don't know with that roll if it's because of dirt or because two people are about to walk over to his camp
Right.
with his baby. But nonetheless, you make it to about a little over halfway, a little bit into his camp. He'll put the fork down on his plate and say, "Can I help you?"
And I'm gonna go, and I kind of like, I'm like, just give me a moment. I kind of like, it's like nudging on a child to like talk when they're being really shy. Like I'm like, come on, Dirt, like you can do it. Like,
All right, why don't you roll me a charisma check for Dirt? It's a
what is
-1.
it?
The
Minus-
hot
Wonderful.
Dirt throws a dagger.
That was better than it was before. It was a -2 before, so
I'll
an
take
8.
it. It's
So
not
an 8.
terrible.
I mean,
As long as it's not a 1, really, is all I care
Dirt
about.
will
Well,
step
it's-
forward. He
A
doesn't
hot
understand that he like needs to go closer, so he'll like take like a few steps forward from you, but he's still maybe like 8-10 feet away, and he'll just say, "Food, human eat food," and like extend out his plate.
And then I'm gonna follow him up, and I'm gonna go, sorry. He has actually kind of become like a sort of an adopted son or brother to me, and I'm trying to teach him the ways of our culture. What he's trying to say is we had some leftover food that we had prepared, and we were wondering if you guys wanted any.
He's gonna insight that. Ooh. He says,
But it was true. Like, there's not,
"I know, but he's still gonna do it."
Eh.
He rolled well, so obviously he understands it's the truth. I don't suppose I'd say no to food, but with respect, if you would keep him, that creature, away from my family, I would appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's not harmful
Bro,
in any
you
way.
just call him a creature?
Like I said, he's kind of like, an adopted child to me, and I'm
how do you know he's a medium humanoid, not a creature?
raise him correctly. It's, as you can see, it's
How-
providing a little challenging.
Trust me, he's died more times than he's killed someone.
That's true.
He's working through a lot of emotional trauma.
Well, his people sent my family through quite a bit as well down the road.
Oh, so you guys have a shared experience.
Didn't know we were dealing with a racist, but okay.
Yeah, we barely made it out of that one.
I'm very sorry to hear that. This guy here is actually he was the kind of like runt of his clan, and he was kind of abused and had to run all the errands. He was almost a slave to his own people.
He doesn't know what to make of that information. But in the middle of the conversation, the lady kind of peeks her head out from the caravan. "Raymond, Charlie's up."
I go, you want to know what? I can see that you have a child. We'll just leave this food here. And I instruct her to just kind of leave it on the ground there. And I go, when you guys are finished, you can just bring the stuff back over and we'll, wash it and clean it up, okay?
Baby Charlie.
He says, "How much do I owe you?"
Yeah, I've heard that everybody loves Raymond.
Oh, no, there's no charges. We had leftover food. So, instead of having to throw it out, we figured, if there's people here and if you wanted it, we could just give it to you.
Many thanks, then.
Yeah, of course. Not a problem.
He's gonna pick up the food, bring it to his side, and then go and talk to his
We'll
wife.
go back to as we're walking back. I'm like, no, Dirt, you did good. Like good job. Like just hyping him up. Like, no, that was a good try. Well done.
Um,
On his way back, we're all like, yeah.
Positive reinforcement.
you definitely see a smile.
He gets a treat on the way back.
Clap for Dirt.
Okay.
I give him like a friend, like a good fatherly. I'm still trying to figure out our relationship, whether it's like brother or father. So I give him a good kind of clasp on the shoulder.
He seems to be in
Father.
higher spirits than the last couple of days, relatively speaking.
Wait
He'll
till he
sit
gets
back
to
on the stump
Charlie
and start whittling away again. Okay. Do you guys want to do anything else?
I
While
want to
you're
make
here?
sure Dirk doesn't. While we're hanging here,
How many hours do we have before we need to go and watch?
It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. The sun is pretty much, it'll set within the next half hour, and you can go to sleep probably by 9:30, 10 o'clock to get up at like 7 in the morning.
All right, I'm gonna. I guess
um
it's dark, right? I can't really read.
By the fire, you can.
I mean, you can read for an hour with a little rock.
I'm gonna use on Dirt. I'm gonna like just so he doesn't like. I'm gonna have a conversation with Dirt and be like, listen, I know last time that you tried to go to sleep, things got rough. So I want to, as I've shown you, I want to help and protect you, and I'm gonna cast a death ward on him throughout the night, just in case anything
fair,
happens.
Last time he fell asleep, he was fine. It was 2 times ago things got
There's random people here. I don't know how he's gonna,
Yeah.
Question: how long has it been since we had the fight with the bugs?
It's been a full day's travel, basically. 6 hours.
Okay, so then Scorn is still glowing bright like the sun for another 2 hours.
I'll say for the sake of this, yeah, I'll say, would you have dispelled it?
I don't think you can. I think it's just there.
I am the sun.
All right,
All right, then
well,
I'd like to use my own sunlight to read. I want to make sure nobody else, or at least nobody else outside of the party, sees this. But I want to take another look at that Tiamat prayer book that I picked up because I haven't really looked at that yet. But I just want to see if there's any information I could glean from that.
okay. So why don't you make?
Let's see.
So what kind of information are you attempting to glean from it? Do you want religious information or information pertaining to whatever the
pertaining to like our situation? Yeah, like see if there's any mention of the eye or anything that could lead me to better understand what was going on under that in the sewers there, or like how it relates to what we're doing, basically.
Okay. You can then make an intelligence check. Yeah. This is more of a book on religious, like basically like dogma, how to pray to Tiamat, what the different holidays mean. These kind of things. It's not necessarily a history book, and I mean, all you read is just how to be a good devout follower of Tiamat. There's a lot of disturbing things in there.
Okay. Guys, I don't really like this book. Does anyone want to take it? Or should I just get rid of it?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of books.
I'll take it just
So whatever you want to do.
And
All right, Arthur.
maybe there's something I could glean from it.
It gives me the creeps.
Book.
Here you go.
And I'm gonna add Book of Tiamat to my.
Jared, I would like to maybe finally learn that potion of persuasion.
Don't yell at me. You've been rolling like shit.
And I'm not yelling at you. I'm hopefully psyching myself up to maybe finally learn it.
All right, I think this is if you succeed, this is it then.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
You break.
What am I rolling? No.
I believe this
Potion.
was I don't remember if it was medicine or intelligence. I think it was medicine. Yeah, I think it was.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Finally.
All right. So this is remind me again what this poison was again.
This wasn't a poison. It was the potion of persuasion.
Ah, cool. All right. So I mean, you have successfully crafted a vial of this potion of persuasion, and the way it works is when ingested and a Constitution saving throw of DC 16, when that is failed, the person is at a disadvantage for all. Like if you were to persuade, any insight check they would do would be at disadvantage, and if they get below a 10, on that roll, then they are at will to do one command, one
Wait,
small
10 on
command.
the insight or the save?
10 on the save. They at will have to do one single command. It can only be one command. It can't be conjoined or a conjunction in the middle there. One single command. That's in their power.
Okay.
So if they get above a 10 but below a 16,
They still fail.
They fail. Then they're at disadvantage on insight rolls.
okay.
That effect the insight roll failure will last for a full rest until the next full rest. Or long rest, whatever. That's the duration of this
Sounds
effect.
good.
And obviously, if they get a 10 or below, then both things happen.
I go, hey, Chance, try this for me.
If you want to waste it, sure.
No.
I take it on myself. Don't
Yeah, I'm
die.
like,
It would be the command.
Yeah.
You will not die. That's my command. Checkmate.
Checkmate
I will
me.
succeed on this mission. Okay. Is there anything you guys else that you guys would like to do for the evening?
No, I think I'm just gonna get ready, maybe establish our sleeping order and call it a night.
Well, usually I go first, and then you two are in the
And-
middle, and then
Me, then you, then
Claude goes last.
Okay. So Sam, why don't you start with your first perception? Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Your watch goes off without a hitch. Who's next?
Hey.
me,
Sarah.
your girl.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Perception.
Your watch goes off without a hitch as well.
Oh yeah.
Same boring shit you've been looking at in the morning set, by the way. All right, Arthas.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The baby slaughters us all.
The baby is actually not a baby. It's
Actually,
another goblin. All right, you swear that you heard a little ways off the camp, what sounded like a howl, and it sounded close. Really
I will get up
close.
and go investigate.
Okay. Are you choosing to wake anyone?
I will wake Scorn because he has to be up next anyway.
Okay. Scorn, you are nudged awake by Arthas. You might be muted, Tony.
Yes, I am. Sorry. What's going on with this?
There was a howl. I swear to you, there's it was like right outside the camp. Can you come look with me?
Yeah, which direction did you hear it in?
What direction did I hear it in, Jared?
It's like a little bit southwest of the camp, but it
Well,
sounds
it's
within
like-
30 feet.
It was definitely close, maybe a little south, like a little southwest.
Okay, let's proceed with caution. I'll keep an eye out for any like tracks or anything, and I think we can figure this out.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So one of you can roll investigation with advantage.
That'd probably be you. Yeah.
I'm rolling like shit tonight.
You have advantage.
Oh shit, I do advantage.
Why do you have a plus 11?
I'm rolling like shit tonight
You have expertise in investigation.
Yeah.
Ah,
because of the bardic.
The bard.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
And this is once I get jack of all trades, everything goes up. So
Well, only things you aren't proficient in.
right, well, you know what that's everything else goes up.
Okay, that's a different statement.
Okay. You leave the camp, and now you're leaving the not only the warmth, safety of the fire, but the light, and you don't hear a howl. You don't hear anything. But then after a few seconds, you hear another howl, and Scorn looks at you, and is like, "That's literally the wind in the trees."
Oh, for real?
Arthas, what have you done?
My boy. No, I heard a howl. Like, what do you like?
No, if that's
Would
what
you
you heard
rather be
before,
dead?
No. I'm happy you woke me up, but just to ease your fears, I think we're good. If that's what you heard before, that was just the wind.
Okay.
And
Well,
I don't see anything out here indicating that there would be a predator or anything like that.
all right. Well, I appreciate you, getting up. I'll go back to my watch. I'll wake you up in a couple hours or so.
All right, sounds good.
All right, you head back. Your watch concludes without a hitch. Other than that, and Scorn, you're the last one.
Boom.
Okay. You don't notice anything either. You get the nice, beautiful sunrise as you've gotten every morning. Taking in that beautiful sight never gets old. And roll me a d8 since you are the first awake.
Oh man, this is such a burden. I am
Tony is the
the
god
bearer
of the weather.
You
That's what I
get,
got last time, I think.
you get half your total hit dice back when you rest, right?
Full rest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At full rest, you get half your hit die back.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so you are all full rested.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, you all right?
Level
No,
up.
yeah, I'm good.
Whoa.
No, I had another resource thing here, and it was 3, and it said other resources, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I was like, oh, it's for my wand.
Oh yeah, I think I may have added a resource.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's where I was like, what the fuck?
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
All right.
Charlie
So-
peeking his head up.
So, with that, you awake, Scorn, everyone. You nudge everyone awake, and you notice that the people that were camping last night have left earlier. You watched them leave on your watch. They left right when the sun just started to rise, maybe 4:35 a.m.
Oh man, they really did not like dirt.
But they just want to get where they're going faster. Who knows? But either way, they do return to you a clean set of the silverware you gave them last night. The man thanks you, and he heads off on his horse in the carriage, and heading west.
All right.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your day.
So
Yeah,
everyone,
guys,
Yep.
we're all alone. I definitely want to try to make those treats again and give him all the dirt because he needs all the HP he can get.
okay. This is not the right music. This is a little.
Do we still have
Ominous treats.
Do you want me to
temp
get
HP?
over to the music now that I'm done eating, Jared?
If you'd like, sure. What'd you say, Connor?
Do we still have the temp HP from Scorn?
No, you probably lost that.
I would assume you lost it in battle, right?
No, because you made the food after we did the
Well, I think they only
Sure.
last a certain time, don't they?
during the short rest. Yeah, so I was saying I think they only go into like the
No,
next
so the short rest
rest.
thing is different. The short rest thing is you get an extra D8 when you regain hit points with hit die. The treats thing is after a long rest, and it's very for player characters. It's actually really shit. That's why I've been giving them the dirt because you don't get that much HP. You get like 4.
Stack it up on
Gotcha.
dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we don't
So
want
11 HP to like 20 HP.
yeah, so dirt gets 16 more HP than he has.
All right, so that's 26, 27? No, I think he has 17, 11, I don't remember.
Yeah, he has 11, so that he 27.
The dirt has 27 HP.
No,
I'll put that
that's
on
not-
his thing.
Thank you, Shirley.
27 out of 27. Perfect. All right. So, with that 7 roll, you notice another beautiful morning.
Well, I say another tornado.
That would be so funny. No, I realign the tables every week so that you don't get used to them.
We're in the Dust Bowl.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful, temperate morning again in the Mornside countryside. 7 a.m. Birds are chirping. The sun is high in the sky. It's a slight scattered, cloudy day. Occasionally, it turns gray when clouds pass through. But other than that, it is as nice as it's been on your journey. It's not too hot, not too cold. A nice breeze. Overall, a decent dig. One lower, and it would have been bad, and one higher, and it would have been bad.
Hit the sweet spot.
Good roll.
Master of D8s.
You do roll a lot of them.
Yeah.
Really?
All right.
Charlie is giving you all the kisses right now.
Yes. No,
Did you have dinner? I can taste it. I want dinner.
you have dinner.
Attack, Charlie.
She's critting. Got that 20.
He's critting.
Oh yeah, you're meeting Linguini tomorrow, Soren.
Oh yeah.
I'll
I'm
give
excited
you
about that.
Linguini.
It's okay, Charlie.
All right. So you travel. Do you want to do anything in the morning or just travel?
I think just travel. I think we really just want to get to Aresi.
Okie doke. So, you, judging by the map that you hold, you're about maybe 2 days travel away. So definitely by end of session, you should get to Aresi, assuming nothing goes wrong.
Hopefully.
And Scorn
Yeah.
doesn't roll the tornado.
We
All
got
right,
one
so
more.
another
weather roll.
full day travel. Dan, do you want to do your thing?
Yeah. Give me herb. Where's my mouse?
And if anyone wants to do anything as well, you can.
I'm
let
just
me
gonna
know.
keep working with Dirt on his common. Yeah.
Okay.
Bad boy. Nope,
So
I failed.
you fail. All right.
You
Tony,
hella
make your survival for the hunting.
Yep. You knew what I was gonna say. There we go. I failed too.
Boy, Charlie.
You end up coming up empty-handed for the first time in a while. As you have traveled further down, you actually are starting to arrive at more civilized parts of the countryside. As you're nearing the Storm Point Mountains, you can see them looming high in the sky in the back. And because of the frequent traveling, animals tend to not be here in abundance, which would explain the lack of morning
Wildlife.
game you found.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. So
I think we should make an effort to start trying to hide Dirt or disguise Dirt.
Yeah,
If
that
we're
would
gonna-
be.
If it's gonna be more civilized and we're gonna be around more people.
well, now you notice
Yeah, I like
this
this
is
idea.
definitely not a Sunday day of travel. It's a Monday.
When people ask, don't say he's a super dangerous goblin.
This is a Monday day of foot traffic. It's like Monday on 287. It's bad, and it's busy.
That is bad and busy. Can confirm.
Should
So-
we try and disguise Dirt?
I mean, we can use what's around. I don't have anything, but if you want to
Or
try,
do you want to just disguise them? Like I can explain to Dirt, like, hey, Dirt, we want you to carry some things just because like people here don't
Do.
like
carry
they
some
don't-
things like what?
As in, like he's like kind of like working for us.
You would know, all of you, that even having a goblin carry goblins
Yeah,
are
that
definitely
would
not
Yeah.
probably-
handmaids.
Yeah. So how do we want to? Can I give Dirt?
I mean, can we
I
just?
have an idea.
Oh, okay.
So can I give Dirt the wand and like tell him how to use disguise self?
How long does
Uh,
that last?
I believe
That's
it's
a
an
great
hour.
question.
Yeah, would it be worth it for
Then
just an
probably
hour?
not if it's only an hour.
Oh wait, but we have an identify. Right?
Yeah, but what will Identify do with him?
I'm talking
No, we
about
can-
magic
Identify
items.
that he's a goblin.
Oh,
I'm talking about identifying some magic items.
yeah, it's only 1 hour.
Okay. Could we maybe just like, because I remember not had like a face mask, like not looked almost like a ninja, if I remember the description.
It was like a
correctly.
porcelain face mask, not necessarily
Yeah.
a ninja, but
Okay. Could we maybe give him like some sort of head wrap or something? I don't know. I mean, just anything.
What, and call him a burn victim?
Not a burn victim. Maybe it's a religious garment. I don't know.
He suffered a terrible
mean, his
fire,
skin
that's
looked
why
like
he can't speak.
he's died enough to be,
Scars, that's for sure.
I don't know, what's the group's decision here?
I think just give him a cloak with a big hood.
Sure, that works for me.
Yeah. I think
Does
that's
anybody have one?
probably...
That works for me.
No.
Does anyone... Well, no, we can't give him...
I mean, I have a magic cloak now. I'm assuming I had a normal cloak at some point.
not necessarily. Cloaks are different than standard outfits. Like a cloak is.
What about we had an extra set of guards clothing in the back of holding, didn't we?
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
do we want to dress
Yeah,
Dirt like a
so-
guard?
Oh, but
That-
I'm
No,
saying
but if they had a
the
cloak...
No, there
can
was no
see-
cloak in there. It was like It was like boiled leather armor. Remember?
Darn.
I mean, I think then we have no choice but to travel, but maybe just keep an eye out. If opportunity arises, we'll pick up a cloak.
Yeah, because I feel like if we disguise him and we disguise him kind of crappily, then like that would add more suspicion than just walking around with him like openly.
The thing is, though, that we broke him out of jail, and people know that, and so they know to be looking for a bunch of people like us walking around with a goblin, and so that's the only thing.
Can maybe Dirt and Sam kind of travel off the beaten path? Like maybe travel more in the woods together?
There's no woods.
area.
Yeah, it's pretty. This
Wow.
this part of the land is pretty accurate to what you would see. This stuff is like flat land,
And shit, I don't know.
rolling
Yeah, we don't
hills.
have anything to hide him.
Okay.
I don't have any clothing or anything.
Bag of holding.
Dirt,
What if we
hop
put him in a cage? We have bedrolls.
What if we put him in the cage? No.
What if I banish him?
What are you suggesting
What if we
do
hit
with
him
the
with one of the
bedrolls?
groundhog stink sacks, and then be like, "Oh, stay away from him. He's diseased. Tell him."
Oh, if he's diseased, they'll probably kill him. I think
Yeah.
that's another idea.
And when they try and kill him, we just banish him.
They won't kill him
Like,
if you say he's dangerous.
Yeah, we don't really have anything.
So what was your idea with the bedrolls, Sareth?
I mean, we could probably put him in a bedroll and then lay him over the back of Lugo. He's kind of gonna look like a body, but they won't
I'm
see.
not mad at that. That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I can kind of get behind that. How do you want
They
me to
won't
try?
see that
and-
he's a goblin.
All right, let me try and communicate this to.
All right,
like-
I'm just gonna let you know. In order to persuade Dirt into this, it's going to need to be a high roll.
I
This
would
man
assume-
has been killed, captured, and everything in between. A bedroll on the back of a giant lizard is not ideal for him.
They're gonna be like, "I'm gonna let you know this is a stupid fucking idea."
So you're gonna roll with disadvantage on a persuasion roll.
Okay.
I'll
So-
assist
Nat
him.
20s, Arthas. Let's go.
I'll take the help action.
So, Dirt. We need to talk real quick before
I
we
don't know what
keep
the help
going.
action does.
You should give Arthas your inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use bardic inspiration on myself.
Yeah.
So we need to travel, and there's going to be a lot of people around. Now, Dirt, you know that people do not react very kindly to you, correct?
He'll nod.
So we need a way to hide you. That makes sense, right?
He'll nod again.
I go, Dirt, remember, you're family to us. We don't want you to get hurt again. You know, we really need you to be safe. So the only option we have is for you know our bedrolls? You're small enough to fit inside them. So we would kind of roll you up with the bedroll and put you on the back of Lugo while we travel through town. That is really the only way that we can try and hide you.
I
And now-
give I grab a rock and I say, "Tell him I can cast light on this. So it's not so dark in there."
And Sarah said that they can light up this rock for you, so while you're in the bedroll, it's not just like pitch black.
He doesn't seem happy, so make your roll with disadvantage. Beat a 23.
So I'm gonna roll these. I know
Help
they're at
action to
disadvantage.
give him advantage.
There's no help
What's
action on
control?
this. I'm sorry.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? That's bullshit. There's
So
help
what
action
is
on
it?
everything.
What is it? Persuasion?
Yes, persuasion.
There's help action on everything. That's what the purpose of help action is.
Oh no! Oh no!
So now I'm gonna roll my second one, and I'm gonna use a bardic inspiration with it.
Well, don't do that, because
Well-
even if it's better, you're still gonna fail.
Well, no, if I had...
Roll the second one.
Yeah, I have to take the lower either way, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. So don't use your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so it's not even worth it. Okay, so I failed. That was close. I was close.
Okay. Close, but no cigar.
Yeah, no.
For the record, I mean that's still over half odds. It was 50-50.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very lucky. I have expertise in investigation and persuasion.
So
That's
yeah,
why it's so high.
Disadvantage though, like makes
Yeah.
it a quarter of a percent, like 25% chance to succeed.
I think it's actually if you have disadvantage, you are like almost 63% likely to fail.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I read that somewhere.
So it wasn't
Well
50.
over. No, it wasn't. But
Well, 63% to roll under what, like a 10?
yeah,
Okay. Because that's not necessarily failing in all cases.
Let's
Okay.
get the stats on this.
I'm calling
Let's
up the
get this
booth.
out on a tray.
Well, I mean, the good news is we're 2 days away, so like we won't really have to worry about this until tomorrow. But we should come up with a plan today, probably, and look for ways to solve this.
Okie doke. So you're going to travel down the road in the same order. Are you attempting for him to stealth at all? Because you can kind of roll stealth. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the best. Like, he's like kind of like Assassin's Creed blending in with us stealth.
Sure. I mean, he's still a
Right?
goblin, but you can try.
I mean, it's the best. It's the best we can do. What's
Yeah.
his stealth? Is a what roll? Dexterity. His
Well, I think
dexterity
he has proficiency.
That's a +1.
He has a skill though for stealth.
Oh, he does.
Oh, it's
It
Well,
says
supposed to
plus
be...
0, but it should
No,
be
that's
plus
wrong.
Skills?
Yeah, it's plus
okay,
1.
so what is it?
Sorry. It's +1. I just didn't write a 1.
So
Sorry.
it is. So it's a D20 +1.
It should be higher than that.
No,
shouldn't
no,
it?
it's a d20 plus his dex plus 1 for his stealth check skill.
Oh, so he got a 20.
Yeah, an unnatural 20.
20.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, Dirt.
Okie doke. So, Dirt will use you guys as cover. He's small. Use the horses as cover. It is a very busy day on the byway, and an hour passes.
Normal goblins have a +6 to stealth.
But he's wearing heavier armor.
Hmm.
Oh. I guess it's...
That was the offset, right? I had to decide: do I want him to be squishy, like easy to hit? He's still squishy, but he's harder to hit now, right? If you would like, I can get rid of it. You can flavor Dirt how you like. I just wanted to make him the most rounded I could.
Maybe in this situation he would take the armor off though.
Okay, we can play that, sure. All right, so then plus
Okay.
6. So I mean, that's what,
So then
24.
either way, yeah. Either
25?
way, he's rolled high.
24.
Well, plus the 1 from his dex, so it's 25.
No, so it's just a +6 total, isn't it? Isn't that what it means? You don't
Yeah.
add a modifier?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. So
Wait.
all right, he will take the chain off. So Dirt is now at his standard unarmored AC, which I believe is
15, I think.
15?
Or I guess that was with leather, so it'll probably be 12 if he has no armor on.
Yeah, I think it's 12 with
Right.
no armor.
I think
Alright.
unarmored is like 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head down. First hour passes, second hour. If you'd like to make any perception checks, investigations, you can always stop me.
Can
But
I investigate to see if maybe there's a place I can try and find a disguise kit?
not
Yeah, I
yet.
want to be on the lookout for
Um,
civilization.
Yeah,
Okay.
like passively.
Even if we could just get a
kinda,
cart. A cart would be awesome.
Do you want to? You can ask somebody.
Like,
You're not
even like a clothing shop. It doesn't even have to be a disguise kit.
So this is kind of like 287 is a good example. There's not really like necessarily places that you can stop at. Like it's very infrequent. But you can ask somebody if you'd like.
Yeah.
If there's anything nearby. So, for the sake of this, they'll tell you, in about a day's travel, when you get to this intersection here. This is a very common stop, leaving Oresi, leaving Treefell, heading up the Crimson Pass, where there is a small town. It's called Brofton, and there would likely be places for you to lodge, fix up your wares, and maybe get a cart. It's a traveling village, basically, a village made for passersby.
All right, so we gotta go there to.
So that sounds great. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll buy some stuff. If we can get a cart, I'd prefer a cart to like a mask,
Right.
because then we could just do exactly what Vestin was doing.
Yeah. Turn him into a cat.
Right.
Wow, you're using Vessin as inspiration. He would be so proud. All right. So if there's nothing else, we'll say this full day travel concludes as well on this busy byway. And you actually, towards the later evening, about 7 p.m. is when you would hit Brofton. It's a very quaint, very small village, which I will bring you to. And it's pretty cool. The way they have it built, it's a village of almost entirely halflings and quarterlings. It's kind of like the Shire. It's built into the rolling hills of the byway. And it's off the beaten path a ways. So, like, further up this way and going right and left is the byway, the Mornstead Byway. So you kind of went a little bit south, and the other path would curve somewhere over here and then go up towards, north, towards Treefell that way, etc. So you're off the beaten path a little bit. And there are it's very, very small, mostly farming. But there are a few places to go. You have a general store, odds and ends, golden
Eds.
brown goods. Yeah, odds and ends, yep.
It's owned by Ed from
Excellent with the shop names as
No,
usual.
Yeah, thank you. It actually is odds and ed. I'm not even joking. There's another shrine. There's this is Golden Brown Goods is a bakery, kind of like a bakery deli sort of thing. Iron
great
Bellows
song.
is an iron like an iron worker, like a blacksmith forge. And then the Crescent Moon Inn is the inn. Other than that, they're just other places for people to live, but they are built into the rolling hills of Mornstead countryside. It's actually pretty cool, something you haven't seen before. And
Yeah,
it is
it's really
fairly busy. So go ahead, wherever you'd like to shop, let me know.
Well, I think we should just check out all the stores. We might
Yeah,
as well,
pretty
right?
much.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. What are you doing with dirt?
Someone should probably watch him.
Someone should hang back maybe with Dirt.
Not me.
I'll hang back. Like Dirt's my guy, so I'll hang back. with
So
Dirt.
for the record, you would have come from this direction, up the north.
Up here. Okay.
And
So
so the
me and
first
Dirt
thing
are
you'd see
gonna-
is the inn and odds and eds.
So me and Dirt are gonna hang back, and I'm gonna instruct the group and just say, like, listen, we want to try and find maybe some kind of like children's clothing or something for Dirt, and preferably a cart if we can get our hands onto it.
Okay. Sorry. Where did you say you were going?
I don't know. I was just instructing that to the group. It was just to whoever.
He's just waiting back, like up here.
All right.
I'm assuming Sam would stay with us too. No.
Yeah, I mean, I can stay with Dirt if you want to go.
Yeah, because you're. Yeah, then maybe I can go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just tell Dirt, like, hey, just hang back here. We're gonna try and find you some better disguise and maybe a cart for you to travel in. Sam is gonna stay with you. I'm gonna like point.
I
To
walk
Sam.
over, I go, friend.
Dirt says friend back. Half expecting a coin, but
He's starting to become
I give him
deconditioned.
a high five.
all right. So Sam and Dirt will stay back. Sam, you're fully cloaked. I'm assuming, just visible, not invisible, but visible still.
But I have my cloak, yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. So you guys can move your tokens where you'd like to go first.
So I'm assuming that we will find clothing at Odds and Eds. Let me see what's in Odds and Eds.
Odds and Eds is probably our best bet, but I
I
think we
wanna
should
see
still
what's
check
in-
out all the other stores.
I agree, but I want to try and get like what we need to get first in case we need to like be out.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. So you, first of all, the first thing you notice about this, it's more of a hamlet than anything, is the architecture design is very fascinating. It's a mix of stone, wood, and the dirt, natural dirt from the land. You can see out of the rolling hills, there are certain places where chimneys kind of poke out, full stone chimneys. Everything here is kind of made with almost like, it seems like extra love and attention. It's very humble, very quaint, and I don't know, just kind of very peaceful, especially having fought and nearly died the day before. This is kind of nice. A nice bit of happiness, let's say. But nevertheless, you walk into Odds and Eds. On the top of his little general store, it's 2-story. You can see probably where he lives, And on the roof, a small garden. And walking in, it is a general store. There are lots of travel supplies, camping equipment. There's also rations, but he also has freshly picked vegetables and herbs and fruit, a small amount from his garden on the roof. You see he has 3 or 4 cats that kind of just wander around. And as you walk in, they kind of notice you and follow you a little bit. Some of them brush up on your legs, purr a little bit. They're nice. And then you see a quarterling, so a half human halfling, half halfling, is tending to the counter, wiping it down. He has parted hair, bald spot in the middle, but these big brown puffs on the side. He wears like an overalls, farming equipment, kind of in his pockets, dirtied a little. As you enter, you hear a little chime on the door, like a little ding, and he'll say, "Good evening. Welcome to Odds and Eds. My name's Ed. Are you guys new in town?"
Odds.
Hi, Ed. Yeah, no, we're just as the town is for, just kind of passing through.
Well, what can I help you with?
We're looking for we're trying to get our hands on a cart and maybe some clothing for my boy. My son, as usual, gets bored on the road and decided, there's a muddy puddle, I want to play in it. So
Yeah.
I'm looking for some new clothing for him.
I've been
And
there. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll pull Ed aside and sort of. I don't want to embarrass Arthas, but Ed, just so you know, his son, a horrible burn victim, and he's really sensitive
Oh
about it.
dear. Goodness.
And so, if you had anything that might be a little bit more, covering of the face, that would be really appreciated because he's a little bit sensitive about it.
I'm behind scoring like.
Well-
that's his wife. Come here, honey.
Well, that's terrible to hear. Hopefully he gets better. But I have some things for you. I got a few clothes my wife knits and some other things, and I actually have some burn ointment if you'd like to buy it. But
yeah, that would be great.
it's my own specialty, but it should work. It works on me at least.
Gotta commit to the bit.
Yeah, we do.
You're
I mean,
survivor?
regardless, that sounds helpful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah.
I have some burn stuff too. So
Are you a former burn victim?
No, not me, but I'll burn myself here and there, working around here, making fires
fun.
and the such.
Oh, well.
But anyway, over here is my clothing section, so you can have a look. You said he's a kid, right? How old?
1 second. How tall are goblins?
I'd say he's like
They're medium.
8.
I'd say they're about medium.
So I'd say about 7-8 years old.
All right.
own age. You have to.
I think we have some things that may fit that.
7 or 8 years.
What a great father.
Ever since the burn, my mind, ever since the accident, my mind has just been oatmeal.
Yeah, he definitely was like, okay.
I've been drinking for a long time. Not really sure.
But
I just haven't loved him enough to remember. So.
Oh my god.
this is the first time I've been sober. All right, so he'll point you over to a section of his shop where
It's the drink.
there's clothing. In terms of face covering, he sells scarves. He sells hats,
Oh,
like little
scarf would do.
beanie hats. Things like that. No, like cloaks. There are a few sweatshirts though with hoods. Yeah, it's general like kind of like a Gap, but much
I go-
smaller.
Just because I want another opinion, I go, hey, uncle. And that's for scoring, obviously. I go,
Yes,
what do you
we are
think?
clearly related. Yes, brother. What can I do for you?
I go, so what do you think Lil Junior would think a head and a hat and a scarf, or maybe a sweatshirt with a hood?
I think get all 3. They can all be options.
Yeah.
What
give him-
about like a really long turtleneck?
what was that, Mom?
Yeah, is
Like a
there
really
like
long
an adult
turtleneck.
turtleneck, perhaps?
Yeah, like a long turtleneck.
Do you have those, Ed?
Of course we do.
Hold
They're
all
right
the way
over
up.
here.
What kind of shop would it be without long turtlenecks?
Turtlenecks. What am I thinking?
Naturally.
They have turtlenecks, yeah.
So do you guys just kind of want to get one of each, just so you know he has options?
Yeah, we have. I mean, we're we're flush with cash.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to force him into clothing. You know, if we give him one option, then he's gonna reject it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'll just grab like one sweatshirt, one hat scarf, maybe a turtleneck, and like a pair of pants and shoes or something.
Ed will also say, if he's anything like my boy, you might want to get him a little knick-knack for the road, a toy or something. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, I think toy would be a good idea. I think you're right.
He's actually pretty impressive. He makes his own toys. He likes to carve.
Yeah. He's a talented
Wow.
young man.
Maybe any like tiny.
He's a very impressive 7 or 8 year old.
He's considered a prodigy.
Actually, a woodblock would be great for him to practice his whittling.
Or maybe a better like whittling tool.
Oh, that too.
Ooh.
Well, whittling I don't sell. Perhaps.
Whetstone, so he can keep his thing sharp, his tool sharp.
Let's get this 8-year-old a whetstone.
I don't have a whetstone either, and I'm not sure that's a good idea. But
How dare you tell me how to parent my child?
Honey, relax.
I meant no offense. I apologize.
To the drink.
These two are always bickering.
I apologize. I didn't mean to offend.
It's okay. I apologize too. I'm just protective.
If you
Yeah,
talk,
you know.
if you talk to Trent, the blacksmith down the road, he may be able to help you out with some more of these industrial type objects, knickknacks.
And Ed,
Oh, is he at the store called Pitching at Trent?
Not that I'm aware.
Everyone here names their store after their name.
Ed, we've come from quite far, and we have a long ways to go. We've brought quite a lot with us, and we didn't really realize what we were getting ourselves into. I think along the way we realized that a cart was a good option to have, but there's been nowhere on the road for us to buy one. So I was wondering if you knew of any place in town we might be able to get a cart.
Around here we don't necessarily sell them like that, but I have one I'd be willing to let go if you pay the right price.
And what price might that be?
Well, what all are you buying?
So we're gonna get this turtleneck. We're gonna get a sweatshirt. We're gonna get a scarf, a hat, pair of pants, pair of shoes,
All right. And
Some gloves.
some gloves.
Gloves.
Some
Do you-
sunglasses.
so just do you want a carriage or a cart?
Of course, the burn ointment.
All right,
ointment.
The
Let me
burn
get that
ointment as
out
well.
for you. He'll put that on the counter. It's like stacked high with shit.
I don't know. Look at the other two. What do you guys think? A carriage or a cart? What would be better?
What has once again, our son is very sensitive. What do you think is better covering, a carriage or a cart?
Oh, cart won't be covered, and my carriage, it has covering, but it's falling apart a little. Don't worry, I'll factor that into the price. But if it should keep you safe from the rain.
We could get the cart, and then if anything, we could get the covering repaired.
Now, we don't sell horses here. Do you have something to draw it?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that helps. All right, I can.
I'm offering Lugo up.
Oh yeah.
I can let the cart go for say 80 gold pieces, and with the rest of the stuff here, just factor in another 82 total for everything.
I
Yeah,
think
that's fine. Yeah.
pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, I'll bag these up for you. I'll meet you out front. I'll bring the cart.
Don't worry about it, honey. And
Oh.
I put my hand aside and I whispered to him. I said, "He lost a lot of money gambling. I pay for things now."
Oh, my condolences.
I walk out, my hands are kind of jittery.
Thank you.
Maybe we should stop by that inn on the way back.
He beat me real bad after that night.
Oh no.
All right.
So
All right. So you guys head out. So 82 for everything. He will meet you out in the front after like a couple of minutes. You see a very old mule pull a cart that's maybe like 5 feet by 7 feet, and it's maybe another 4 feet tall. It has a canvas covering that is weathered and in some cases torn a little, not too much. Provides ample cover though, and he'll kind of bring it out front. This is her right here. Is this all right?
It's beautiful.
All right. Well, I'll just unhitch and give it to you. Pleasure doing business. And
Yeah.
for your son, I wish him the best. He's got some good
Oh, you're so
parents behind
sweet.
him.
Thank you.
You can see as he says you have some good parents. He has some good parents behind him. He kind of like wavers a little in saying that.
Mhm.
All right, you have a nice day.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, same to you.
Have a good night.
And he'll walk back in his doing a double take for a little, and then walking back in his shop. Odds and ends.
Well, odds and
So now we're
ends
going to,
something very odd, and Eddie.
Now let's go to odds and Trent.
no, we're going to pitching at Trent.
Tent.
You guys are just skipping Golden Brown Goods?
I'm gonna start taking the stuff, not the cart, but I'm gonna start bringing the clothing back to Dirt.
Oh, so while you were gone, Sam and Dirt, where were you? You wouldn't have been on the path, I'm assuming. Would you have gone into a building? Would you stay somewhere secluded?
I'll try to find a secluded spot.
All right, make your
that-
stealth check then.
That wouldn't really attract a lot of attention.
Just do a stealth check, just to apply a roll to it. Not a very high DC. People don't really care. All right.
No,
Given that it's the nightfall has started and you're wearing a black cloak, yeah, you seem to find you kind of post up on the side of one of the rolling hills.
I'm kind of like draping my cloak, like trying to cover Dirt as much as I can with it.
Okay. You see during this time, a few people wander in. Travelers weary from the road, eager to bed down in the Crescent Moon Inn, which at this point seems to be fairly busy. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So Arthas will return to you with bags of clothing. And I'm assuming Lugo will come and get the cart too, correct?
Yeah, Lugo's dragging the
All right,
cart.
let me get the cart. So sorry, Ben, you can continue what you were going to say.
Oh no, I was just bringing clothing to
Oh, okay.
to
So that's not right.
to my boy.
One fun fact about Dirt is that his highest skill is strength, somehow.
Yo, we got a strong team.
Strong.
Hella strong.
All right, I think this is good enough. We'll just call this good. Or
I'd call that good.
all right. So what are you guys doing now?
As soon as we get the cart, I'll bring Dirt into the cart,
All right, Connor, you can control it. Just so you
and
know.
then
Hell yeah.
I'll take the clothes from Arthas and help Dirt pick out and choose what he wants.
Okay, Dirt is gonna wear it all. He thinks it's awesome.
Well, no, we're gonna explain to him that he would probably look a little ridiculous.
No, but
wearing
that's.
all of it.
I think it's fine. It better him look ridiculous than look like a goblin.
Oh, he has a turtleneck sweater, a hat, a scarf, some pants, some shoes, a sweatshirt. Yeah, they do
Gloves.
It's not
And
that.
gloves.
Yeah, it's not that ridiculous.
I mean, to be fair, the best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time.
that. Well, is it a striped turtleneck?
Like
sweater?
the only ridiculous thing would be like maybe the scarf with the turtleneck is a little overkill, but like whatever.
Roll a d10 for number of stripes on the scarf.
That's
Just one stripe.
That's just a solid color, right?
Exactly.
All right, there are 6 stripes on this sweater.
I really, really wanted a one.
Just one solid stripe,
It's
also
just
known
one
as
stripe.
in the center.
Also known as monocolored.
All right. With that, before you guys continue, we're gonna take our quick 5-minute bio break. I have to pee.
Good. I need to pee like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna
So-
get some Wowdo.
We'll come back in 5 minutes.
Nice.
Come on, Charlie.
I'm trying to connect. I don't know why this is not working. This is so frustrating. I need a real webcam.
Are they back in stock yet? Because I remember last time I wanted to get one, they were like out of stock because everybody was buying them up from working from home.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened with me. I have not looked in a minute, but I would imagine that they're at least pretty low.
Yeah, probably.
There we go.
Are you okay? What?
Alright.
Like a heart attack, Pete?
Dirt's gonna feel so protected.
Well, I mean, it doesn't change his AC at all.
No, I know, but he's gonna feel like hidden from danger.
Oh, he loves it. He's never been bundled up like this. He loves it.
Snug like a bug in a rug.
Resume the song. Get back into it. All right. Equipped with your cart and dirt in a new sense of fashion, you guys. It is in the evening still. What else would you like to do? I'm assuming are you staying here?
I'm staying with dirt in the cart, by the cart.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. We probably do. I mean, yeah, we probably do want to stay here and not just like camp some random spot.
Yeah, we can bring back our horribly disfigured son.
Yeah, we'll go to the inn last. Let's check out either Golden Brown or Iron Bellows. Whichever one. I want to go to both, but whichever one first. I don't care.
Yeah, we can go to Golden Brown first since on the way.
Sick.
Where is pitching at Trent?
Trent works at Iron Bellows. Sorry.
Missed opportunity.
That's all right. I tend not to name my shops after sexual innuendos. Probably because I wouldn't. Oh, maybe it would generate good business. Who knows?
It probably would.
Odds and ends is fitting though.
Indeed
all right.
it is.
So Golden Brown Goods it is. So this is a bakery, and you can see it's in the evening. So most of the fresh baked goods are not necessarily. Most of it's been sold out actually. For whatever reason you gather, this place is well liked by the people that come here or maybe live here, and as a result, it is in high demand. Their baked goods. What does remain are some small some small pastries, like a few brownies and cookies, some bagels. Nothing major. It still smells delicious. Smell of cinnamon, of dough, sourdough. You can see
Buying brownies and cookies.
people are definitely cleaning the place. There are 3 people in here, all halfling. There's 2 females and then kind of 1 male. The male is currently cleaning equipment in the back. The 2 females are wiping down the display cases. One of them will look up as you all enter. Again, another door chime as you open the door. Hello there. We're closing in a few, but we got some things left if you want to take a look.
Yeah, hi. I
would love to.
realized that we have caught you sort of at the end of the day, and that's not typically when a bakery is, at its peak. I was
They know
actually
that.
wondering, what time would you recommend coming here if I want, to taste the fresh goods like right out of the oven in the morning?
Well, you're gonna have to get in line and try and beat the rush. We open our doors at 5 a.m. and there's a line as soon as we open.
Okay, good to know. I'll probably be on it tomorrow.
If you like, I can
I
maybe
still
put
wanna
in a
get some
pre-order.
cookies. Brownies.
We do pre-order stuff, and I can reserve for a small fee. I can reserve some pastries for you if you don't want to wake up at 5.
That would be wonderful. I mean, I'd like to wake up early. Would you be able to reserve it like, as in you cook them to order? Like if we say,
Oh no, we make them in the morning. We set them aside.
okay, because I would still like to taste. I mean, I admire the work of a baker. I want to taste their food at its best. So
Well, hopefully we don't disappoint. But in that case, then you might want to get in line to get the fresh goods.
okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
All right, and you said
Sarah,
you
wanted something?
you wanted some cookies, some brownies.
Yeah, Claude, actually, I want to get some brownies. Claude, do you want to? I don't know what to ask for specifically, but when I see something that looks good, I'm gonna get it. So you can do the pre-ordering, and I'm gonna get those right there. And I want to grab 5 brownies. It's like, yeah, I can bring back some back for my husband, for our son. This is my brother-in-law, but yeah, I want to get some stuff.
If you like, you get 5 brownies. We'll throw in a cookie or 2 for free. Trying to get rid of them so we don't throw them out.
You're trying to make me fat, aren't you? Oh, yes.
Oh, you could never. Trust me.
We could just give them to
Oh,
Junior.
you're so sweet.
Do you know what
You should
your
have seen me before the kid.
do you know what your child likes? Do they like sugar cookies? We have snickerdoodles, some oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip.
If I bring back oatmeal raisin, it's gonna be hell to pay.
Yeah.
Some
But-
children like it, you know.
Let's go with
Figured I'd
the
ask.
chocolate chip and the brownies.
All right, so let's see, 5 brownies.
If you bring back oatmeal raisin.
2. I'll throw in the cookies for free. The 2 cookies. Do you want anything else?
You know what? My husband really should be watching his weight, so I think we're gonna go with the oatmeal raisin for him.
All right, so you want a chocolate chip and an oatmeal raisin?
You know, we've been traveling a lot, and he usually just sits on the horse. And, doesn't walk at all. I
Well-
keep telling him, get up, walk. It's good for your blood pressure, but he keeps saying no.
I have trouble getting Ren out here to do much, and you hear the guy cleaning. I think this is enough work, and she'll laugh, but she'll say
They always do think it's enough.
they do. Nevertheless, this should either way be delicious. I hope. So 5 brownies and these 2 cookies here. That'll cost you 10 silver.
Perfect. Here you go. And then I'll throw in an extra 2 silver as a tip.
Oh, many thanks. Well, if you do wake up early, I look forward to seeing you bright and early in the morning. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for coming around.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, too.
Do you try the brownie?
No,
Because
I'm
I know
gonna
when
wait
I get I don't know, when I get fresh brownies, make a con saving throw.
I'm not
They
immersed.
weren't fresh.
Oh, you're right. They're not
and
fresh. That's
I'm
fair.
waiting for everybody to be able to eat them together.
That's
That's
fair.
it's
If
a
they were
group
fresh,
experience.
you'd make a con save.
Not his husband though, or her
Oh.
husband who's having the oatmeal raisin.
Yeah,
No, the oatmeal raisin is for Lugo.
I called dibs on one of the corner or side pieces.
The
Yeah.
oatmeal raisin's for Lugo. You're getting a brownie.
They are not frosted up either. Some bakeries do frosted brownies. I have
How's
mixed
it?
feelings.
That's whack. Yeah, I don't like that.
They are
That's
like
weird.
really fresh chocolate chip brownies. You can see like oozing. Fresh,
I
relatively
do put my
speaking.
nose like directly up to the brownie and just like.
Yeah, it's nice.
Are they equivalent of like me and Dan's brownies? Is that what we're talking about?
I have never had them, but
No, these are actually good brownies.
they make you feel funny.
Fighting words.
That's alright.
That and the oatmeal cookie is a sign of war. An act of war. All right. So where are you off to next?
Iron Bellows, aka
All right.
Iron bellows.
Trent's tent.
Yes, the pitched tent of Trent. You can see, that there's black smoke coming from the chimney. It seems to be still working. You can hear some clangs. But the smell of like burning wood and coal, or charcoal, and the smell of like just sweat kind of fills this space. It's by no means as nicely designed as the other places, and definitely more rough around the edges. But a halfling man, deep in sweat, blackened white shirt, or not shirt, apron, turns to you guys as he puts his sort of hammer down and walks towards the front of his store. Good evening. We're closing shop soon, but I suppose I can help you out if it's not too big an order. What can I do you for?
We're just coming in to see what you had to offer. Are we looking for anything specific, guys?
No, we're just checking out everything. You know, you and I have an affinity for some weapons, so might as well just pop by, see what they got.
Yeah, we were just passing through, as is most of your clientele, I would assume.
Of course. Display cases right there. We have arrows, some daggers, some small knives, kitchen equipment, pots and pans. We have cast iron skillets, things like that. As far as armor,
Ooh,
my forge isn't big enough to do that. I'm working on getting an upgrade, perhaps soon. But if you need something repaired, I can do it for you pretty quick, depending on the price. And other than that, what you see is what you get.
Actually, God, hold on. Let me go back to it. Amanda.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe you have my axe. We were just in a bit of a scuffle, and my axe took some acid to its metal, and I was wondering if maybe you could repair that.
Let me take a look. That should be no problem. I deal with that sort of thing quite often around here, unfortunately.
I reach into the bag and I pull out the axe.
Oh yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. I can get it to you early morning tomorrow. If you want to pay the premium for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What would that be?
So standard fee would be 10 gold and then 2 gold per hour. And to rush it, though, I'm going to add additional 20 on that. So we'll say, conservatively speaking, 44 gold will probably do it.
I think we can swing that.
Okay. Yeah, I can swing.
And then, do you also have jewelry? Rings, maybe?
We tend not to carry that sort of thing. I did at one point, but frequently I was unfortunately stolen from. So we tend not to carry that any longer. I do have some very mundane standard metal rings, but no gems or anything like that.
That would work just fine. See, we're traveling, and my husband and I both lost our rings one night. It was a terrible storm. But I would like to just get 2 standard silver rings. It would be great.
Silver, sure. Those are about 10 apiece, so 20 total. Let me actually make sure.
That sounds fine to me.
10 gold for 1 silver? Seems like a ripoff.
Hold on.
10 silver for 1 silver.
Yeah, 10 silver, 1 silver.
It is...
Well, then that's a great deal.
Yeah, no, that's actually, I nailed it. It's 10. 5 each.
10.
They're
what?
really nice looking.
What's the denomination on the 10?
No, it's what did I say? Did I say gold?
No, you just said 10.
You just said 10.
You just said 10.
Oh no, it's 10. It's 10 silver each.
It's 10 platinum.
10 platinum.
So it's gonna be what I say, 84, not 84, 84, 44. Jesus, 44 gold for the axe, and then 20 silver pieces for the rings.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give him the 44. And
I get this.
sir, do you sell javelins by any chance?
I do. I have a few back here. Before we get to that, just what's your name so I can give you this ticket so you can come pick it up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My name is Claude Rowland.
All right, Claude Rowland. All right, and here's your copy. He hands you like a carbon copy paper.
Okay, thank you.
And you wanted javelins. How many are you looking for?
Maybe just about 3.
3. Let's see if I can swing 3. Let me make sure. That's going to be 5 silver each, so for 315.
All right, sounds like a deal. Actually, let's just make it an even 20 for 4.
All right, 20, you got it.
I'll hand them to Amanda.
And I pop them right in my big old sack.
All right, and he will give you two nice shiny silver rings in this very small ring box. One box for each.
All
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business, and I'll see you about mid-morning tomorrow, about 9:30, 10 in the morning.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Sounds
All
great.
right. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the evening.
You as well. All right, cool.
Pop on out.
Okie doke. So you head back to your friends, who are waiting eagerly. It's been
Yes.
a very eventful shopping spree here in
Arthas,
Grafton.
once you dropped off the clothes, did you stay with us or did you head?
I stayed.
Yeah.
I stayed with you.
Okay, while they were doing the shopping, could I go Arthas and I asked him if he can identify an item for me with his wand while we're waiting.
That's up to Arthas if you'd like to do that.
Yeah.
You
He
gotta
says,
answer
"Fuck
me.
you."
I go, okay, so I have you still have that wand and it should have a charge now, right, Arthas?
Oh yeah, it's got plenty of charges.
I think it's full actually.
Yeah.
Are you from Boston?
It's brimming with charges.
There's so much chat.
I got this magical tag from the sewer that I would like to have identified.
Sure. Let me take a look.
All right. So go ahead and mark off a use of that.
Identify. Yeah.
And then
Mark
you're
off
gonna
a use
roll
of that.
4 for the recharge rate.
Well, he can only roll during rest, short rest.
Right.
Oh, okay. So next
Yeah,
rest.
that would be like ridiculous. So use it, re-roll, and you can only re-roll once a day. I'm just letting you know.
Well, that's the roll is just the number of days until it's charged, right?
Yeah, but you do that. You do that for like during a rest once per day. Does that make
So
sense?
that's the idea. So I identify whatever he handed me.
All right. So you handed him the tag. This tag allows it, whatever it's attached to. It can be the location. It's basically like locate object, but you can do it at will. And it's the same parameters of locate object, minus the need to cast it. The only catch is you need to have it attuned to you to be able to at will figure out the location of this object.
Okay.
So it's sort of like a tile brick that like a tile, those things that they sell for your keys.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Hey, if we want to attach this to dirt,
It's 1,000 feet, by the way, that you can.
So it's only we know where he is within 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
I
At
think that
will.
would still be useful.
I mean, if you want to. So now that we know what this is, I go, hey Arthas, if you want to attach this to dirt, you can attune to it, and then maybe if we lose him again, it'll be easier to find him.
Yeah, I think that let me talk to Dirt, and I kind of convey that to him. I go, Dirt, would you mind this little, what is it like? What does it look like? Is it like a straight up like a pin?
It's got a key ring, and it is a black rounded rectangular little like object, metallic object.
So I go, Dirt, this is for you. It's a very special item. You can't lose it. And the reason you can't lose it is because if anything was to happen to you, this would let us know where you are. It's just another layer so, we can help keep you protected. Does that make sense?
Dirt will shake his head understandingly.
Okay. So yeah, then I give it to...
Okay,
All right, so
you want to be attuned to it then?
yeah, you would have to spend time attuning to it, Arthas.
So I'll spend tonight attuning to it, I would imagine?
Oh, do you have a slot for it?
Oh, no, I think I'm full on attunement.
Well, how many do you have? You can have
I have the wand.
3.
Yeah, you can have 3. I have the wand. I have let's try English, man. the ring of mind shielding. I don't know why I almost said the ring. The ring of mind shielding. I have that wand.
Items or are those magic items? They're different.
No, then I think I have room because the only thing I know because the only other thing I had was a necklace of scrying, but I gave that to someone.
Yeah, that's in Sam's inventory.
Right. So I
bag
don't. So I
The
think
bag
that was
holder.
my 3rd slot. So I can add the
Yeah, that you had 3 at one point, and that necklace being gone would open up
Right. So tag. What am I calling this? Tag of dirt. Or...
that. Just like it's
Dirt
basically
tag.
locate object tag. And just put in parentheses, it's really in Dirt's inventory.
Cool.
Okay.
Now we have Find My Dirt.
So you test it out, and you can see Dirt is outlined in like red, kind of like this translucent red hue, and you can see him through anything, literally anything, up to 1,000 feet.
Oh wow. Cool.
Damn.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
So you guys gonna do anything else before we get back?
No.
I think that was all that we were doing. We were just kind of shown.
We'll let you guys know when you get back what happened.
All right. So when we get back,
Yo, guys, what happened?
I'll roll up and be like, "Guess who's got goodies?" And I open the box
So,
with all the brownies and the cookies.
but it looks great. I've
Brownies.
never heard of these brown squares before, but they look great.
I haven't had these since
Question.
I was a kid.
Can you eat chocolate?
I'm not.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think I'm okay. I don't know. Let's find out.
All right. I got the hands ready.
You're
If
like
not,
ready to
you can have the
resuscitate.
oatmeal raisin. I'm pretty sure a bird would like the oatmeal raisin cookie.
Chocolate toxic to birds. Oh no, give me the oatmeal raisin cookie. It passed.
See? See? Planning ahead.
I'll take the oatmeal raisin cookie. That should be fine. Birds like oats and raisins.
There you go. Perfect.
Can Lugo eat chocolate?
Yeah, he's a celestial.
Yeah, he doesn't really
Yeah, he
eat.
can eat whatever the hell he wants.
He can eat whatever he wants.
He absorbs.
He absorbs chocolate.
Okay. Are you going?
And then, so while we're munching on that,
we got the remember that tag item that I picked up in the sewer? Well, it's pretty much like a locate dirt kind of item. So Arthur should be able to find them within like 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
wait, it's
he's
made
kind
to
of-
locate dirt?
Well, so it's made to locate an object, but it's attuned to me and Dirt. Like Dirt.
Oh, so dirt is the object.
Yeah.
So Dirt right now to me just has this kind of red outline, and like Shareth, if you stand in front of him, I can see him like right through you.
Can we like sew it into like the tag of the sweater that he's wearing, and it just has his name on it?
Give him a collar.
kind of like a little kid where you write their name on all of their clothes, they don't lose it. And then
Lost, call this number.
then I'll say, oh, I also picked up one more thing, and then I turn to Arthas and I look him right in the eye, and then I get down on one knee and I say, Chance Benson, will you marry me?
I go, "You
And I whip out the ring.
bitch.
It's a nice silver ring.
For the sake of keeping
And then
Dirt
I-
safe,
yeah.
yes.
For the sake
I
of
pop back up. I was like, I figured I could do something good. Like, if we're gonna pretend to be married when we're in public, then it would probably be good for us to have rings.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. So yes.
I mean, well, hold on a second. Why do you sound so unenthused about this? This is a whole made-up situation. You're like, ugh. I mean, I guess. I mean, I could go with. I could.
This is like Andy and Pam. No. No, it's just I'm young. I'm 22 and still, the idea of getting married, even fake, is like what? But it makes sense.
I thought this was gonna go in a different direction. And like, I'm young. I'm 22. You're 50. So
You see, like, yeah, huh? No, I mean, but we're both ASMRs, so even though you're, you're 50.
You know what? You can sleep outside tonight. You don't get the ring. You can sleep on the couch.
Someone's in the birdhouse.
birdhouse.
In the birdhouse.
Well, yeah, that's what they call it in my culture. It's the birdhouse.
Isn't that just the normal house?
No, the tree is the normal house. The birdhouse is like covered. It's where you go and like
It's the shame room.
yeah, something
The
like that.
chamber.
It's covered. It's like cut off from the sky a little bit, so it's not a good place to be in our culture.
Dirt's going to the birdhouse.
So thank you. No, That's a good idea, Sareth. Thank you.
You guys should probably get one room with dirt then at the inn as well.
Well, I was gonna say maybe we should just kind of stay out here tonight.
Oh, do you want to not stay at the inn?
You don't want to go to inn?
Because
I just-
I have some appointments in the morning. I gotta pick up some.
Scorn's moving in.
I've got places to
I
be.
gotta pick up some baked goods.
I'm fine with camping out here with dirt, you know.
I also notably am unarmed, even more so because I left my axe with the ironworker. He's doing some repairs.
Well, I
well,
think that we
no.
should go into town because like it would just be kind of suspicious if we're just like hanging out on the outskirts.
it'd be
of town,
weird if we
outskirts of town, we
camped.
have to go back in.
Just
Yeah.
outside, yeah.
All right, so let's dirt. We're gonna go to a place to sleep, and you just need to stay quiet, okay?
Yeah, he's all
Quiet.
covered up. I think we're
So
good.
no common, no common.
Quiet in Underdark. Or Undercommon.
Yes.
Underdark.
Okay.
All right.
So you going into Crescent Moon Inn?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
pop them in the cart.
So this is like a multi-storied, built into the largest hill in this or this part of the countryside. It is pretty busy. There is actually a tavern in here as well. Very small, a few chairs, and a few tables, and a very, very small bar top. The first thing you notice, if someone would make me a perception check. Ben, you could put tavern music on.
I
if you'd
guess
like.
Yeah. I
I'll
gotcha.
do the
Please.
perception since I'm riding on Lugo in the front.
You all can do it. You probably would be, probably not. This actually, you can't ride Lugo in here, but you can bring him with you. Like riding a giant lizard in an inn would be kind of weird.
Well,
I guess like before we leave, I'll turn him into a horse.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're gonna leave him out front then, because that would be even weirder to walk into a building with a horse.
Yeah, I'll leave him out front to look like a horse, and then he's gonna be my eyes and ears.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a
Okay, that's fine.
small stables on the side where other horses are located, and Lugo will stay there amongst the other horses. But you walk into this busy, rather small inn. You see at a collection of tables. I'll say actually you all see this. That maybe Arthas, but you see of the patrons that are in here at this bar. You see a tabaxi male who's kind of sitting by himself, sipping from a mug of some kind. You see two people seated at the bar who, one is a halfling, one is an elf, and then a halfling bartender on the side. You can see a halfling barmaid running around. And then as you press further into this building, you see a halfling woman who's sort of the hostess, the front innkeeper of this place. Where are you choosing to go?
I think to the
I guess
innkeeper.
I'll go
Get
to
some
the
rooms.
front. Yeah, the innkeeper.
Yeah, we
Okay.
gotta get rooms.
All right, so you walk up. She seems to be just kind of looking down at the desk, not doing much. But as you enter forward, she just kind of smiles and looks at you, waiting for you to say something.
Hi, we're looking for some rooms to stay the night. Just the one night.
Okay. How many rooms did you want?
I'll look back at the group. I think 3.
How many rooms do they have? Do you have?
Open right now. We have. She looks at the books. Not all together. We have 2 on the first floor and 1 on the third.
You gonna do the 2 on the first, guys?
Yeah. I mean, I know that Martin's not really gonna be happy to be on the first floor though.
No, that's all right. I'll make
Yeah.
do.
So you want the 2 on the first floor?
Does one of the rooms have does the first floor room have a window?
Yeah. it's
Oh, they
kinda-
all have windows. Yes.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Perfect. We'll take the 2 on the first.
All right. And how many nights?
Just the one.
Just the one.
All right. 2 rooms, one night. For each room, it's going to be 10 gold, so 20 total.
Alrighty, I can do that.
That's not too
And
bad.
if you throw in 5 extra gold each room, I can give you complimentary drinks along with it. You can have up to 4 drinks for free.
Well,
What
for 5
about,
gold.
is there continental breakfast included?
There is a
Big
breakfast. We
nut
do
breakfast
get
in the morning.
we get some fresh baked goods over from down the road. Golden Brown Goods delivers some stuff to us that you can get.
And what time does breakfast start?
7 a.m.
Okay. And I'll look over to the group and say, so they're not really that fresh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right?
I assure you, they are very fresh. In fact, most people who stay here often say it's the highlight of their morning. Just
I assure you, ma'am, that you are wrong.
actually, I'm looking at the books. I think we may be booked all the way full on those breakfast slips. But here are your keys.
Well, I think they're going to be super fresh.
I think this is going to be one of the best nights of breakfast I've ever had.
Well, you'll have to check it
It'll
out in
be
the morning. She doesn't give them back. All right, so you have 2 room keys to
Damn.
How much was it? 20 gold?
20 gold total.
So I guess like 5 each.
Yeah,
Okay.
I made it easy to divide in 4.
Gracias.
All right, 5 gold each gone for the night. You putting your shit in your room?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I want to get an early. I want to get to bed early so that I can be online at like preferably 4 tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You better be buying breakfast for everyone.
I will.
All right.
And you'll see the difference.
So the rooms are very small. They are 2 twin beds and then a couch and some very small furniture.
What's this window situation looking like?
It's not a very large window. It's a standard room size window.
Okay, I want to open though.
Okay, sure.
And I want to move my bed close to the window.
All right, you're moving one of the beds?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
close.
there's 4 of you. So where's Dirt sleeping?
With the happy couple.
Yeah, Dirt's sleeping with his mom and dad.
Oh, okay, sure. All right. Do you want to do anything? Go to the bar? See anything during the night? Whatever you want to do, let me know.
I'm still trying to stay low key.
I guess it would be good for us to
You don't want
go
to.
in and try and find out some stuff about the area.
Yeah, definitely.
I will stay with Dirt in the room, I think, because
Okay.
I don't know if he should be alone.
I'll say it's probably around. Well, Scorn would know. It's 8:15 p.m.
So I'm gonna get some dinner and bring it back to the room for me and Dirt.
Okay. You can mark off 5 silver for that, and then that's plenty.
Sarah, if you want to do some recon.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you guys head into the bar restaurant portion. A hostess greets you. Good evening. My name is Shayla. Would you like to take a seat at the bar, or would you like a more private table?
I think the bar's good.
Yeah, we don't need a private table. That's ridiculous.
All right.
Let's be set at the bar.
All right, head on over there. The menu. I'll bring the menus over for you shortly. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
Great. Thank you.
Sit over at the bar. The tabaxi has moved to the bar. So there's 5 seats at this bar. The right 2 are occupied by the tabaxi and someone else. He's closer to you than the other person. And then there's a space in the middle, and then where you sit on the other side. Does that make sense? So that's the bar arrangement. As soon as you sit, the halfling bartender walks over. Good evening, friends. What would you like to drink, if anything? Got some fresh stuff on tap. Wine, beer, whiskey, anything you want.
What do you have on tap?
Let's see. We got ginger beer. We got strawberry mead. What else did I write?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll try some of that strawberry mead.
Ooh, I want some strawberry mead.
We have some cider on tap as well. You want 2 rounds of strawberry mead?
I have guava cider.
Oh yeah. Strawberry mead.
Hit me with that strawberry mead.
All right, I'll bring it right out for you. And
Daddy's watching the kid tonight, so mommy can cut loose.
Shayla, the hostess, comes by and gives you 2 menus. There's standard bar food. You can get like appetizers. The only real entrees are beef, and that's really it. Like there's like hamburgers, steak.
I'll do the beef.
You want beef or beef?
Other than that,
I
it's
have
like
one order of beef.
Yeah, other than that, it's like maybe you can get lucky and get like veal or something, but that's still considered beef. So there's not much variety. Very
Do you
much what
want-
they
I'll have the beef wings, please.
So there's nothing vegetarian.
no, not
Okay.
unless you get like appetizers only.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do
I
a
mean,
couple of vegetarian appetizers. That's
Claude, if you want, I could get you could get a beef dinner. I could get a beef dinner, and you can have both sides.
Oh, that's good. And you have both beef?
I have both beef.
That's good. I like it.
You can have the
Alright.
lettuce off of the burger.
So
None pizza, left beef.
None pizza, left beef.
the guy comes back with both of your drinks. Shayla takes down your orders and she puts them in. You have some time to move about if you'd like.
I want to first just look to see if anyone's giving us any weird looks.
Nope.
All right, cool.
Don't even need to really roll for that. People are minding their own business.
I'll start a convo with the tabaxi guy then.
All right. You can see he's very frequently refilled whatever's in his cup. It is what you can gather is probably a hard alcohol of some kind. With ice.
How you doing, sir?
Good evening.
Where are
I
you
wave,
coming
I'm
from?
like, hey, buddy.
South.
South. Oh, okay.
That's crazy. We're coming from west. Directions are so insane.
It is crazy, yes.
Are you all right, sir? You seem a little bit down. Am I bothering you? Do you want me to stop?
No, forgive me. It's been a rough couple of days.
I'm sorry to
Man,
hear that.
it definitely has been rough.
Yeah, we've had it rough a little bit too. What's been going on? I'm a shoulder to lean on if you need it.
He's
Just-
got big shoulders. Look at this. And I start like touching his shoulder.
Just I've been waiting for people that
happening?
haven't shown up yet. That's all. It's been some time. I'm getting worried.
Oh, I hope he's not getting stood up on a date.
How much time? I mean, what?
It's been a
Maybe
few
we c-
days.
And they were supposed to arrive a few days ago, is what you're saying?
Yes, here, this very place.
And
We
who are these people?
they're my cousins.
Oh man.
What? Tell me about them. Maybe we might have run into them. Where are they coming from?
They lived in Zorhan, as far as I'm aware, and we decided to meet here. I'm coming from the jungle, fleeing the incoming armies and trying to move northeast. Hopefully leave the continent soon to Tamimar. But I haven't seen them in a few days and I'm getting worried.
What are their names?
My cousin's name is Davir and his wife is Veth.
I start making that sound. I start doing the Tina.
It's Veth and Davir Degato.
Delgado. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Tony, were you here for that?
Was
yeah.
I here for what?
For Davir and Veth.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I think just barely. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
they're
know
in
that you
Yarn
were,
right
'cause
now.
I'm looking at the notes, and it says Scorn racially profiled them.
Damn it. They're in Yarn, correct? Is it just fact checking?
Veth and Davir, you
I
last
think
left
Davir
them.
died.
No,
You-
they left with the chick that was sick that we left with
Shikast.
Shikast.
Oh, they left Shikast, right?
Yeah, they left.
Davir was killed.
Yeah, I said Davir's dead.
Yes,
Oh,
Veth left.
Right.
okay. Got it. Just so we know what's actually going on. I'm so sorry to hear
I
that.
grab Scorn's hand and I say, I gotta go to the bathroom. Come with me.
Okay.
Show me where the bathroom is.
Come with me.
Okay.
I don't know where the bathroom is. I need help.
We'll be right back, sir. I want to hear more. Okay.
Sure.
I'll go with Sarah.
No.
What's up? What do you want to do?
I don't
So
know
that
what
is
to do.
Veth
It's
and
very uncomfortable.
for the notes.
Javier is dead.
Yeah. Davir's
that's-
dead.
Are we just gonna tell this dude?
Uh,
It's like on one hand, it would be like, why do you know that they're dead? And on the other hand, I don't want him just sitting here wondering what happened because like Veth is okay, I think.
right.
I think.
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe. Last I saw her, she was okay, but Davir's deaf, not okay.
flip a coin.
That's fucked up. Let's do it.
Coin.
All
This
right.
is really fucked up. Let's do it.
Okay, so a 1 is we
Jared.
tell him, a 2 is
Jared,
we
I have a
don't.
quick question.
Uh-huh.
So, the coins in our world, do they have like a heads and a tails, or are
Yeah,
they
yeah,
both like
for
a
sure.
face on the same side?
No,
We
you
flip
can
a
do
coin
you
that's
can
exact same on both sides. Fuck.
you can there's demarcations that denote which side is which. Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say that would be hilarious if they were both the same exact face.
It's often a tool for gambling too, so.
So a 1 is we tell him, a 2 is we don't. I'm rolling a d2.
Yeah.
Did it roll?
I heard it. Okay,
Okay, we don't.
we don't. I feel
How do you
bad.
feel about that?
I feel bad about that.
Okay.
Is that lawful good?
Like as soon as I'm not lawful good, I'm
no.
no,
I'm
Sarah,
chaotic
I'm
good, so
kidding.
I feel like it's very big chaotic good energy to tell him.
Sarah, I am of the opinion that flipping a coin should not determine an outcome, but it should just give you insight into how you actually feel about an outcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I didn't know what to pick, and then we flipped this coin, and now I feel bad about it.
Okay, so then we should tell him. We should just be honest.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back. Do you want to lead this conversation?
I think we should talk somewhere.
Like talk somewhere like take
Like
him.
we should get a table and like we should sit down with him and talk.
Okay,
about
yeah,
it.
we
I
should,
don't
we
think we
should.
should just like have the conversation at the bar.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pull him aside. We'll grab a table and we'll talk.
I'll go get the table. You pull set.
Okay.
Or you get the table. I'll pull set. Okay.
So I'll go to the guy and I'll say, "Excuse me, sir. My friend and I are getting a table. There's something we want to discuss with you. If you'd like to join us."
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. I'm not trying too hard.
I understand. He reluctantly, cautiously gets up. You can see he's tall. He's like 6'11". He has
All lanky boys.
very beautiful it's almost like it's not quite a robe, but he has it's like a button-up shirt that's kind of long and draped a little, very tight pants. He has a very nice rapier of some kind, a longbow that he has as well. He seems to be a seasoned traveler, and as he stands kind of towering over you, he will follow you to a table. After which, Shayla realizes you've moved and moves your food from the bar to the table.
Oh, we would have taken our food, I think.
No, it wasn't there yet.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Shiva and Pico like way in the future?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. Are they relatives?
Who
Oh,
knows?
yeah, is Pico a descendant?
It's Pico de Gato, so it's the same last name.
Who knows?
That's true.
Okay. So he will say as the food comes, "Is everything okay?" I don't know
Not
you,
really.
do I? I haven't met
No,
you before.
no. you don't know us, and we don't know
you. Yeah.
but we do know Davir and Veth.
How do you're from Zorhan?
No, like I said, we are from West, and on our
Zorhan is
travels,
west.
Right, but we have never been
Yeah,
to
so
Zorhan.
I didn't say Zorhan. I'm saying we're from that direction.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we're not from Zorhan, but we are from West, and on our travels here,
Technically, we're
we
from
ran into Davir and Veth on the road. They looked pretty worse for wear. We were able to help them and give them some food and shelter until we went different ways. And then, how did Davir die? We don't know that he died. We just ran into Veth again later, and she said that he was dead, right?
I think so. I was trying to remember that too, and I don't remember how Davir died.
So we ran into them, and he. I do not know how to say this, but we ran into them once again after we split, and we saw Veth, but did not see Devere, and she said that he had passed away.
Didn't we rescued them from that demon thing, right?
Yep.
Isn't that? And then that's when we found Veth and learned that Davir was dead. Isn't that when it happened?
He was injured. You saved him and her.
So they were alive at that point.
And then you returned back and learned later on that he died.
Okay.
I should have also mentioned, you notice at the hip of this figure, this tabaxi, you see a similar, or you see a leather bound, modern day would be holster, but you recognize it as some sort of holder with a very similar looking wooden handle that you've seen before sticking out of it. He will look
Okay.
at you. You can see he's very upset.
We're so sorry to be the bearers of this news.
It's better to know than not. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah,
Did,
we didn't feel right not telling
you-
you and just leaving you in the dark.
Do you know how
That's something
Davir
like
died?
this.
Do you know where Veth is gone?
Veth, last we saw her, was in the swamp.
Yeah,
right?
that
But she went missing. Didn't she?
Missing.
Control F for Veth.
This is not
Control
good.
She left with the sick chick from Shikos,
Alicia.
Alicia.
Davir and I were planning on going north and starting a business together. And I guess
Not anymore.
this is tough to hear.
I-
So you
I
have
know.
no signs of Veth. Did you know what direction she's gone? If she's
We
still
don't-
wandering or...
We don't know what direction she's gone, but we know that the last time we saw her, I believe she was in the marsh.
Yeah.
They must not have made it very far then. Things have been getting worse, it seems, I guess.
That things have definitely been getting worse.
Yeah.
You see he's still upset. Still drinking his drink. Well, thank you for telling me. I suppose, like I said, it's better to know than not to know. I don't know how long I would have waited here.
Right. We didn't want you to
Well, we
torture
didn't.
yourself.
Yeah, we didn't want that to happen.
Right. So, I mean, will
As
you...
a parting gift, Javier gave us one of that thing that you had. I don't know what it is, but he gave it to us.
What?
Thing on your hip, there. That wood
he-
thing.
He'll unstrap it and place it on the table. It's a flintlock pistol. It's the same one that you have, basically. But
Yeah, but we don't
He-
know that.
why did he give you such a thing?
I think as a gift for helping him.
Yeah, we helped him and Veth, and that was his way of thanking us. He didn't tell us how to use it.
I don't think even Davir probably didn't know. I mean, he's just a merchant. I don't see why he would need this. I knew I should have went there. I knew I should have gone to protect him.
Don't blame yourself. You can't always be everywhere. I'm sure you had reasons to not.
Yeah, I'm sure you were doing your
And
best.
who's to say that if you were there, you wouldn't have died too? Who's to say it wasn't an illness?
There's this. The reason I've been so hesitant to leave is I've been told many stories about the surrounding areas here and heading northward even. I was waiting to see them so we could travel together. There's just been, I don't know, maybe you've heard. Have you heard the name the Ravager?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Why? Who is that?
no.
Hold on. Just a nickname they've given one of these generals or something of this army. They called them Doombringers. He's been sweeping the countryside, pillaging and tormenting the people there. One of, I think his name is General Kern or something. One of his, I guess, right-hand men. I'm not really sure. I've seen their war parties, and I've turned the other direction, which is probably why I still live today.
Yeah, I think that's wise. We have heard the name Kern, and so we're
Yeah.
familiar.
Have not heard about Ravager, but I think steering clear of him is a smart move.
They throw around this name, they call him Korgak, the Ravager.
And is that a nickname or is that his first name? Do you know?
I've never met him, I have no clue. I'm sure those who have met him aren't long for the world.
Yeah. Okay, well that's useful information.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So, I mean, what is this thing? Do you know? Do you know how to use it?
This is, they're calling this some sort of firearm. That's the name I've been told. I picked this up on my way northward from my village, Minoa. It's in the jungle. Near Kaimal, have been an increase in, obviously, armed forces, and with that, there have been recent access to these weapons. They come from Dokros, mostly. But you put this pellet in, and some powder, and one of these little fuses, and you pull the trigger, and it shoots this pellet out. Kind of like a bow and arrow, but much, much faster and louder. It makes a big explosion noise. Quite devastating. The
So you
have
just
to-
put them in there and it just goes? You don't have to like pull on a string?
No,
Even it, like,
it's this mechanism here. They call this the hammer. It comes down on the fuse that you have, lights the powder you've put in the gun, and it will shoot out this pellet.
Pretty tiny for a hammer, if you ask me.
It's a new invention they've been bringing in. I've seen what it can do firsthand, and I quickly wanted to get one.
I'm pretty sure I've seen what that can do too. It makes like little holes in people.
I mean, depends on how far and where you shoot. This has blown people's heads clean off. I've seen. They have these ones now that are longer, and they shoot multiple of these pellets at a time. They sort of spread out. But I can't get one of those. Not many people can. A rumor has it that they're bringing them northward to fight with.
Sounds terrifying.
So the rumor is that the North is going to use them to fight
No.
the South?
The Conclave is using to
The
fight.
Conclave.
They are bringing them northward to swing the tides of the war to their favor.
I see. That could be devastating. I mean, imagine a whole army of people with these. That is a terrifying thought.
I would like to not. I guess Davir clearly didn't know what he had in his possession to give it up. I mean, meaning no offense, but
No, of course.
these are nothing to be. I wonder how he got it. They must
Yeah,
be
I don't
making
know.
their way into the continent. This is definitely something to worry about. But I hope to leave all this behind once I move north.
Yes. Is
How
that
can
still the plan?
For me, yes.
How could we get some powder and some of these balls?
I haven't seen any shops for them anywhere but Kaimal. My village is nearby. The reason I'm leaving is they've been getting awfully close to our village with their endeavors, let's say. And I found it best to move.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know how to end this conversation.
know
Out of
what to say.
character. I don't know. We just like your cousin's dead. All right, peace.
Well, I wish you luck in future endeavors, and while we're here, if there's anything that you might need, we're staying in the inn.
Yeah, we are your friends. You can come to us for anything.
You've done more than I could have asked. I offered some closure to an otherwise grueling situation. I will leave you, and I wish you luck as well. I hope you stay safe, and thank you for what you have done for my cousin. And I know you tried your best. Things just sometimes are out of our control. And
It's a hard reality to accept.
no matter, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again.
Same
as well.
to you.
He will go back to the bar, nursing his drink, ask for another.
Poor
Is there
guy.
anything else you'd like to do?
I'll put some money on the counter for his drinks.
Oh, okay. We'll just say 10 silver will cover most of it. With your meal and stuff like that, you could add another 5.
Hold on 1 second.
no.
I want to read my monk fighting book.
Question: what's the transfer between gold and silver? Is it 1 gold is 100 silver?
Is this where the Stanley nickels come in?
No, so it's 10 silver to 1 gold. That denomination works out better because the player's handbook is written that way. And so, like, if you were to pay, like, yeah, it just works out better that way. That way, things are priced appropriately. Otherwise, you'd be severely underpaying for things. Okay.
So 10 gold is 100 silver.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Is there anything
Alright.
else you guys would like to do? Besides, Sam, you wanted to read, you said, right?
Yeah, I want to read my monk fighting book.
All right. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
So with intelligence.
In the comfort of your new room in this inn, you managed to read more about being able to use your key energy to read your opponent. And you're starting to learn. It will take a while to master, but expending a certain amount of key points can give you potentially a list of potential attacks that some creature may do on you the next turn.
Interesting.
But still have a long ways to go. This is more like you're now entering into like the elite ranks of monks. You're hitting the back of this book. To find more information pertinent to you and your skill set would probably... You're running thin on material.
You'll have to look online. With your parents' permission, of course.
This is like stuff that your elder could do, that you remember as a young birdling.
How many successes away? One out of...
So this is going to be 1 out of 7.
Okay.
And the details become more apparent to you as you continue to learn.
That's fine.
Arthas,
I have it as identify attack.
do you want to do anything specific, or just chill with Dirt, teaching him more common while he whittles?
Teaching him common. That's it. Just hanging.
All right. And then you and Sereth and Scorn, are you guys done for the night?
I think so.
There are a few other people in there, if you want to chat them up, but no interesting races like Tabaxi, which are pretty rare this far north.
No, I think I'm good. I feel like
Tony, you're muted.
I would be very heavy from that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
No,
was a rough.
That's what I said while I was muted. I said that was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I also said that I want to go to bed early, so I think I am going to go back to the room. And when I go back to the room, I'll tell Sam about all that stuff with the firearm.
Okay, so
And I'll
Scorn.
tell
Yeah.
just about the conversation.
So with what information Scorn gives you, it still seems a bit cryptic how to use it. It's still puzzling. If anything, a little bit of a letdown. It's a mechanical device, and you couldn't figure it out, despite sitting with it for multiple nights.
I'm not that smart, so
Hmm.
You're missing the ingredients.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this currently you are now aware that this is unusable until you find the correct equipment.
some pallets. I need some metal spheres, some powder of some sort.
Yeah, that's about the description you'd get, I'd say. You don't know it's gunpowder or how it's made or what it is, just it's powder.
I do know that it catches on fire,
Yes, it has to.
and then it propels the sphere out.
Okay, so with that, we can call this a night. You guys will go and take another long rest, which I don't think means much to you guys.
Yeah.
Arthas, you can go ahead and roll that d4. And then you spend the evening attuning as well to Dirt's thing.
Attuning
Alright.
to dirt.
Oh,
So
hell
you get-
yeah.
You get it back tomorrow.
Now we have all of our hit die back.
Yes, now you have all your hit die. All right, so no watch, I'm assuming.
No, we're gonna need.
No watch, but I want to try to wake up at 4 if possible.
Oh yeah, I'll say. I mean, there's no alarm clock, but for the sake of it, I'll just say you can. So you want to wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, you'll still get a full
Ask
rest.
one of the people that work there to wake you up.
Courtesy call, yeah.
They, like they could knock on your door. I'm sure there's
Alright.
somebody there working like overnight.
Okay, so they come knocking at 4 a.m.
Sorry, Sam.
Hmm.
Sam's a light sleeper anyway. After the last night, or the night before, getting visited.
You got
Um,
attacked by a demon
I
ghost.
also have another magic amulet we could identify.
Okay, so Scorn, you wake up at 4 a.m.
Yes.
It is the sun is not quite out. It's that kind of like glowing, like light gray that the morning is. Roll a d8.
Oh, okay.
Always the first to rise. Okay, that one is bad. So because you gifted to Avandra, you can re-roll.
Oh,
That one is much better.
nice.
That one is much, much worse.
It is actually a little chillier than the day before, but it is partly cloudy. Not overcast, no rain, but partly cloudy, just a little brisker.
I rolled weather with advantage.
But well, that's the only time you get it though, because you.
No, I know.
This is why you made an offering to Avandra. It helped you.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Um,
was two? What was it?
Oh, I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
2 is an earthquake. No, I'm kidding. A tsunami in the middle of this continent. All right.
It starts raining with dirty bubbles.
You notice there are actually a lot of people up, more than you thought, and you leave out to go towards Golden Goods,
hmm
and there's a line of about 15 people at this hour.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait in line.
Do you want to make any small talk?
Yeah, I'll chat up the person in front of me.
All right.
Is
It
that
is
somebody's black horse that's getting towed.
somebody with the black horse. You
You
parked.
left your lights on?
You parked in the handicap spot.
Sure, lights on.
You left your light. You left your lantern on all night. All right. The guy in front of you is an old man, an old human man, one of the very few humans who actually live here, and he's in line with a basket rather, eagerly tapping his foot, waiting in this line to get into Golden Brown Goods.
I'll say, so what do you recommend?
Oh, do you have a sweet tooth?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like fruity or savory?
I like pretty much everything. I have a pretty diverse palate, I would say.
Ah, well, they make a damn good blueberry pie. That's one of my favorites. They grow them on the roof, actually.
The pies?
No, yeah, the pies. The pies grow on the
They
roof.
grow the pies on the roof.
The blueberries.
Wow.
Then he'll recommend. They have like danishes, tarts. What else did I write here? They have a very interesting. It's like a beer kind of what's icing, like a beer based icing on a cupcake. They have like their specials include rhubarb pie. Today they're making fresh what's this? They're making a fresh fruit tart and oh, I didn't write the other one.
That's fine. It's fine.
yeah.
Creme
But-
brulee.
They have some good stuff. Let's just say.
All
that.
right. Nice.
Oh, and carrot cake. I think that was the only other thing I was gonna say.
So do you live here? You're from town, sir?
Yeah, I live down the ways away, but I've been living here for a while. Yeah.
And is it like this every morning? Would you say? Like I mean, do they get this much business every single day?
This is a bit light, actually, but yeah.
Wow.
Okay. It's the best bakery within 100
guess
miles
that-
for sure.
Yeah, they're the only bakery in town, at least, and yeah, for a good distance. That's awesome. Good for them. I'm always happy to see small businesses succeed.
You continue to make some small talk. Everyone seems very friendly in this line. They all kind of laugh and cheer a little bit. It's nice. And then around 5 a.m., you gather. The sun now starting to rise a little bit. The door swings open, and you see the familiar-looking woman you spoke to the night before. All right, everybody. If we can just be orderly, we are opening up in 5 minutes. Get your orders ready. 2 lines as usual. Line on the right is ordering. Line on the left is waiting. And we'll get you going real soon. All right, stay tight. We're also offering a fresh cider for free if you buy any 2 baked goods. Fresh cider just made this morning. It's damn delicious. Keep you a little bit warmer on a otherwise cold day. But all right, I'm gonna get back in there and see you soon. She'll walk back in. People are getting excited now. Eventually, you start to see people are getting lined up and into the place. The line moves rather quickly. It's a well-oiled machine. Within 5 minutes of it opening, you are in line. As the morning has progressed to about 5 a.m., there are about 30 people in line behind you and counting.
Damn.
Oh damn.
That's like most of the population of Brofton. Just so you
There's
know.
like the pie shop. Every time I go, there's a line of like 6 people at the door.
Exactly. This line is
Before it
hefty. But everyone seems in good spirits. I mean, how could you not be? It's a
Yeah.
bakery. All right, so you walk in, smells
Oh,
wonderful. It's a well-oiled machine. There are 4 people working, two in the back preparing things, 2 in the front ordering and ringing up. It is your turn at the window. What would you like?
All right. So I think I have my order ready. 2
Corn
loaves
feet.
of bread, if possible. I'm assuming
what-
you sell loaves of
Well,
bread.
what kind? We have whole wheat, rye, sourdough, white, whole grain.
I'll do 1 sourdough, 1 whole wheat.
It's definitely a Ryan.
All right.
I'm trying to think of Dirt's health.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do those 2 loaves of bread, a blueberry pie, a strawberry tart,
Oh hell yeah!
and then 6 assorted muffins.
All right. You just want me to pick the frosting flavors, or not? You said muffins, not cupcakes, right?
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
so
They have
just 6 assorted
yeah.
muffins.
assorted.
And then I'll try one of those cupcakes with the beer frosting. That those look good.
All right. And with all this, you want a fresh cup of coffee? Of course, you get the cider for free.
Yeah, I'll do some coffee and cider. That'd be great.
We actually sell boxes of coffee. Do you want like the box of Joe, or you
Yeah,
want
box
Just...
would be great actually. Thank you.
all right, no problem. Is that all?
Yes. That's
All right. Take this slip. She'll ring you up down there.
All right.
All right. So all that in total is going to be all that is 2 gold in total.
Let's go.
Should have
All
bought
right.
everything. I want everything in the store. I want to buy.
Do you leave a tip? By the way, there's a tip jar.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll throw a couple silver in there.
You get your goods and are very quickly ushered out the place. And immediately people fill in the gaps. They are moving and things are flying off the shelves.
All right.
Okay, so
that's it. Yeah. So what time would it be at that point?
you've probably been in there 20 minutes.
Okay, so I don't need to go to Iron Bellows for a while.
Yeah, you got like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and just start setting up in mine and Sam's room and
Sam,
wait
you
for
are
people to wake up.
woken up by Scorn entering with the smell of the bakery and coffee. It's a scent you probably haven't smelled before.
Yeah, I don't know what the coffee smells like, but all the baked goods awaken like some bird instinct deep within me.
He just knows.
I just know that this is some good shit. I don't know how I know, but I know.
All right. So I'm guessing everybody eventually wakes up to a lovely morning's breakfast. Because it is such a lovely breakfast, you all will get a D6 temporary HP.
Oh, sick.
So go ahead and roll that and add it on.
Nice.
Classic one.
Classic one. Roll for dirt, by the way.
Someone had to. Oh,
It's
for dirt?
proportional. It's proportional to everybody's health stat.
And dirt got it too.
All right, so
So
29
Dan, it makes
for
sense
dirt
that you got a
total.
1.
We
all
covered
propor-
the entire D6, right?
It's proportional to
No, we're just missing
our.
a 4.
It's proportional to your con stat. So your con's the lowest. So you got.
Yeah, and I got a 5.
Yeah, and I got a 6. I have.
A 2. Why couldn't I get a 2?
Question about temp HP. Does it carry over after a long rest or no?
Yeah. This I believe temp HP does. It's gone
I
in.
don't think.
What?
so.
I'm just
uh,
wondering if I need to make dirt some more treats.
Let me see. Hold on. They do unlast until you take a rest, short or extended. So they are
Yeah.
gone after the rest. So Dirt has not 29 HP. He has plus 2 is 13. total.
Okay, well I'll make dirt some treats then as
Okay.
well.
So then 29.
Alright.
All right. It is delicious, rejuvenating. Honestly, Scorn, it
I
reminds
take-
you a little bit of Aiton.
I,
To be
I
honest.
take a slice of bread and for some reason I crumble it into like breadcrumbs and I like peck at it that way. I don't know why, but that's just what I do.
You asked Scorn to throw it on the ground for you.
Can you chew this up and spit it into my mouth real quick?
Just regurgitate this into me really fast.
Pulls you over to the side. Listen, I have a favorite ass, but you cannot tell anybody.
Yeah, we did that before you guys came in.
You.
I'm serious. You cannot tell anybody ever.
All right, so if there's nothing else, we'll say you guys can wait the morning until you get Scorn. You pick up your axe.
Yeah.
It is pretty much brand new looking. The guy did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not like the ironworkers in Aiton, but for a weird, like a one-off shop in Brofton in the middle of the Mornset countryside, it's better than you expected.
Sweet.
He'll thank you, and you guys will set off on your way, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So,
We're so close yet so far.
you will make it there in today's time, assuming nothing happens. And I'll bring you back to the map. Dan, you want to do your roll?
Yes.
Well, let me-
On 10 or higher. Nope. All right.
Nope. Okay.
You want to do some training? Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm so gassy.
At the time that we're waiting, right?
Yeah, you can. You're waiting for like 4 hours until Scorn gets his thing.
All right. Good thing Nat 1 was for the other roll. Nat 20 for training. Nope. That's 2.
2 D20s. That's at least one success.
Yeah. See, what are we working on now? Cool.
We're working on deflect missile.
Deflect missiles. That's your dexterity.
So my dexterity is I forgot. Is 13.
Two
So you said-
successes.
So you got a success on that. So the 13 passes. So you have deflect missiles.
Nice.
And then the next one is open hand technique, which is strength.
Okay, so my strength is a 20.
So you fail that.
So you fail that one. That's gonna take a while.
So I have to get a 20.
Yeah, I
Seems
think that's
impossible.
well. I think that's fair because you have open hand technique is kind of strong for you, especially.
Okay, so
D20
the point starts. Wait, weren't we always doing that? It's the score minus the modifier.
No, I think it's the total. That's what we've been doing the last 3 or so times you've done it. I don't remember before that. Because then you would only need like a 15. Or whatever. Your
So I
strength
can
is-
only move towards it with nat 20s.
I mean, it's hard, but it should be, right? Open hand technique is very strong.
We'll worry about it later. For right now.
Yeah, we can table it for now and figure it out, but I'll rethink that system a little, but it should be purposefully hard. Maybe that's a little too hard, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like, if like I get it being like high, but
No,
having to be a nat 20 is a
you're
little
doing
rough.
something. Your modifier is a 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we were doing my stat, like the score minus the modifier.
You took in the modifier somehow. I don't remember. We'll worry about it later.
yeah.
We'll
Let's
Yeah,
table it for
we'll
now.
figure it out.
Let's get you to a resi and then go from there. All right. So, morning, you guys set out at 10:30ish, Scorn with his fancy new axe.
Mhm.
All right. In your cart, correct?
Yeah.
Okey-doke. So, you guys would be heading in from this direction. So, it takes you almost the entire day. You get to Oresi around 7 or 8 p.m. because you set out a little bit later. As you get closer, not only does the climate get a little colder, but the terrain itself also changes as you are now entering into the lower mountain range, and it's getting more rocky, then more wooded. And as you continue, especially in further, you start to see it's very heavily wooded, and these are very tall and dense, thick trees. Sereth, you would recognize this as the Ironwood Forest, named that way for its gray bark and gray wood interior, as well as its very strong, rigid properties. Ironwood is a bitch to clear, but it makes for very good construction material. And also, it's very good in burning. It has a very high temperature that you can use to.
It lasts a while.
That and it burns very hot, so you can work iron and steel with it very well, especially in charcoal form. But you push through the Ironwood Forest. It is a very busy day on the road. A lot of people leaving and entering. This
I think that's good for
road
us.
is a lot wider than the Mornset Byway is, and it is very heavily traveled. Carts, horses, merchants alike are traveling to and from.
Guys, real quick, before we roll up here, should we put the guard uniforms back on if we're pretending to be Conclave soldiers?
No, we're not. We are.
Well, no, we're done with that now, right? We don't want to. I mean, there's a lot of conclave presence here. The last thing we want to do is.
I'm just saying our identification says that we were like sent here
We're-
by the Conclave.
Yeah,
That is
just
true.
Doesn't it say we just have permission?
Yeah.
It's you were sent. I think the wording exactly was, it was vague on purpose. You have permission to travel from Bryoden to Oresi, and it's stamped by the Conclave.
Oh, okay, so
It
we're
needs
not
to be.
identifying as Conclave
No, we
guards.
just
Okay,
permission.
got it.
We
Yeah,
have like a travel visa.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
pretty much what it is, yeah. Okay. The first thing you notice, too, is as you get within about a mile and a half, you start to enter the shanty town around Oresi. This is where the lower class live, mostly just for places to stop on traveling in and out. It's not like Yaren's shantytown was when you first arrived, where people were frequently burning it down. But it's still grimy, gross, and the people there are rough around the edges. And you notice there are a lot more guard as you get closer, moving through the shantytown, patrolling. There are outposts frequently. And before you enter, I'd say within about a quarter mile from the main wall of Oresi, there is a checkpoint. You can see a bastion of some kind has been set up and built. There are watchtowers on either side of the path. There's maybe 12 or 13 heavily armored Red Brand guard who are stationed on either side of the road, and a blockade set up with lines of people going in and out, and the lines are moving rather slow. You're maybe a couple, like maybe half a dozen, not half a dozen, maybe like a dozen or two people behind, in case you want to formulate some sort of plan, what you're going to say or do.
Yeah,
Just
guys, I
give it
think if
time.
dirt is found, we should just say that he is suffering from that same skin condition that we saw earlier, and that the sunlight has really been affecting him.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into.
All right, so mark off a use of your cloak. Sareth, make me a history check.
History check coming up. Yeah. Ooh, a hot +0.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey.
This is your home after all.
yeah, of course.
You notice a
Hell
few things
yeah.
that strike you as different. Mainly, the first one is there's this thick black smog that kind of hovers over, shearing or shading some parts of the city. You would recognize this as let me pull up the districts. One sec. You would recognize this as the Iron Cross district. However, for all of your life in Oresi, that would be like, sorry, that would be like in this area here is where the smoke is. That has never happened as far as you remember being here, and it's been a while. But that would usually signify that the forges are in full blast in the Iron Cross district. So, I can kind of draw out where that would. Oop, that's not it. It's here, here, there. That's the Iron Cross district, the top right there
Mm.
that I sectioned off. Another thing you notice is in the area, a little bit northward, you can even hear from the distance you are from the city, mining and just general like work equipment going on, which is definitely different. And also, somehow you can sort of sense this, but the whole atmosphere of this city seems off. There are an obscene amount of guard here, and outside the walls, northward, over this direction, you would have seen large encampments for more soldiers. That is all you see at this point, but a few of those things strike you as odd. So, what's the plan then? You guys are going under what? You're just gonna make your way through, and if they find dirt, they find dirt. You're gonna say what?
We were saying that he has the that
Stones-
plague or whatever.
Okay, the stone skin.
Maybe we shouldn't be that specific because we don't really know what it is, but we should just say that he's, his skin has
At
been
least that
sensitive.
is affected by the light.
Yeah.
All right. You're getting closer and closer. Preemptively, there are 4 guards that are sent out from the initial, like, battlements, and they're scanning the crowd on both sides.
Scanning.
They're just looking, walking in. So the way it's separated, it's kind of split in half. There's like a line in the middle that's vacant, like here. This side's going in, this side's going out, and they're walking in the middle, 2 at a time, and just sort of looking left and right, making sure everything's kosher.
Okay.
Not really looking into anything specifically. But you can hear up ahead, people are being asked for papers, asked just general questions. Eventually, it gets to your turn. 4 guard move forward. One of them wearing captain's gear that you've now recognized. Pretty familiar with Red Brand at this point. He'll step forward. Excuse me. Are you all together?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Step right this way, please. They're going to ask you to step away from the cart, as they've done for everyone else. So from what you've seen, they haven't necessarily searched every cart. Maybe it's random, maybe it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to ask you to step away, so do you comply?
I'll say, I no problem stepping away. Just to let you know, my son is on there. He has some really bad burns and stuff. He has some kind of disease. That's part of the reason we're passing through Aresi here. So hopefully, find some help. So you're free to search the cart, but just the light has been making his skin a little more sensitive. So we just ask that you just keep that in mind.
Okay, make a deception roll. Roll insight.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
He'll look over. Clyde, be careful. That one's been touched by some sickness. We don't want that spreading. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Just about your stay. How long? Let's start with names. We'll start with you. And he looks at you, Scorn.
Yes, my name is Claude Rowland.
Claude Roland. A reason for visiting?
Conclave business.
Do you have papers to prove?
Yes. And I'll hand them the papers.
So yeah, you each have your own paper you signed. There were, I think, 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 I gave. Or that you were given. Okay. And how long will you be staying?
A week or two, unsure, but an extended period.
Do you have any idea where you'll be staying in case we need to make contact?
No, I do not, but I'll take recommendations if you have them.
We don't offer.
Okay. Then no, I do not know where I'll be staying.
All right. Thank you, Claude. And you? It looks at you, Arthas.
I am Chance Benson, and over here is my wife, and I will point to Sareth.
And your name?
Hello. And Stoneheart?
Sean?
She didn't take his last name.
She did.
Well, I mean, I had a name before him. I had an identity before him.
It doesn't matter. This is not important. How long will you be staying?
Once again, it's an undetermined amount of time. It really depends on our son. We're here on some conclave business as well, but our son is part of that as well. So the time is to be determined.
And you? Oh, you're not there. That's right. He sees you. He just looks and says, "And you," right in your eyes.
I freeze.
All right. I have your names down. Clyde, are we all set? He'll look back. Yeah, looks good, boss. All right. Enjoy your stay in Aresi.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And you will pass through the barricades. There are
Hell
5
yeah.
sections of barricades that you now walk through, each with guard, and horses and dogs, like watchdogs and things like that. This place is
I'm actually gonna sit on Lugo and have him carry me through.
Baller.
Good move.
yeah, this place is very heavily fortified. Nevertheless, you enter the busy city of Aresi, and that is where we'll pick up next week.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Flawless.
we finally are in Aresi.
That way, in case any of the dogs notice, they'll just think they're barking at the horse.
Guys, this is the first city
Genius.
that we've entered successfully, without any fuck ups.
Without any issues.
Let's go.
Any issue.
Well, you've been rewarded. I mean, you had papers. There's nothing you can say about them.
Let's go.
Yeah, good thing we got those papers.
Yeah.
Well, this is
he-
the
We
first
were
city-
flawless.
Thank
This-
you, Sam, for using thieves' can at the bar center.
Thank you,
This
Sam.
is the first legit city that we've been to since our city, right?
This is bigger than
So-
Yaren.
Right, that's what I'm saying. This is the first legit city we've been to,
We've
in
learned
terms
so
of
much.
Yeah.
This
like,
is
for
way larger.
months.
We've come so far since we first used our real names to get into Foreign Fast.
Yeah, really.
It's for real.
I had to break you guys in.
Finally made
It's
it.
war. It's cruel. All right.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, lesson learned.
All right. Thank you guys. Till next week.
All right, peace out, guys.
Yeah.
Peace
Cool.
out.
Good session.